Hello and welcome to the One Stop Co-op Shop stream, your one stop for co-op news and playthroughs. And today we're playing through The Sleeping Gods, or just Sleeping Gods. There's probably no thought in there. I'm here with Mike.
Yeah, did that.
Yes, I did.
Oh, yes, I'm here. Hi.
And Jerry. What's up, Jerry?
How y'all doing?
We all are doing good. Yeah, I didn't ask how Mike was doing. I just went with it. It's like we're an old married couple. I just, I'm reading you. I'm reading your body language.
Taken for granted. It's fine. It's fine.
Sorry, Mike. I still care. Now I gotta bring flowers.
He just cares about me more.
I mean,
it's okay.
Hey, Peter, I have a sword. So
yeah.
You do have a sword. You do have a sword. So we are gonna try to play Sleeping Gods tonight. We've been having some connectivity issues, and we've been super busy, so haven't really had a chance to fully review the rules. So we're gonna kind of learn as we go with you. The nice part about Sleeping Gods is there is a tutorial mission, and we're just gonna kind of walk through it with everybody, and you'll be learning along with us, which is kind of neat. We'll see how well the tutorial works, right?
I remember it being good, but it's been a while.
And Mike has played before, so it's not completely new to all of us. So there's that. But this truly will be a first impressions video based on what we do here today. So, Mike, how we get started, buddy?
All right, well, we read some narrative, as these games often go. And then we're going to be using our characters to pass skill tests, and eventually we'll get to our ship. So,
we read
Jerry, you want to do narrative duty for this first passage?
Sure. So, Captain Sophie Odessa, April 27th, 1929. After 8 years of brooding silence, I received a telegram from my father. Taken ill. Come soon. I set out with the crew on the Manticore, with a stoic resolve to make it to New York, where we were 3 days out of Hong Kong when we got caught in the worst storm I'd ever seen. When the sky finally cleared, we found ourselves in strange waters. The horizon was hazy, the only visible landmark a tall rock sticking out of the water nearby. Atop it sat a woman with a nest of gray hair, waving a 10-foot fishing pole through the muggy air. "Welcome to the wandering sea," she said. "You may think you are dreaming, but you are not the ones who sleep. The gods of these seas are trapped in a sleep as deep and binding as death. Their power over this world is dormant, chained by ungrateful mortals. But they have brought you here from a distant world to help them awaken. You must do this if you wish to return home." "The gods?" I asked. "Who else?" the woman cackled. "You must seek their totems, hidden throughout this archipelago. With enough totems, you may wake the gods and they may send you home. A reward for your service. Many have perished trying. You will also likely die, but good luck."
No, wait a minute. We're not the first people they brought. We're like the D team, like the E team.
Yep. Let's go with C+ team.
Nice.
I asked where we might find the nearest port, but the woman vanished. We turned north as night fell. 2 days from the journey and alien world in which we now found ourselves, we did not notice the dark, narrow ship pursuing us until it was too late. Surprised and terrified screams erupted from the crew as bull-headed men poured onto our deck. The monster's eyes burned with a hellish flame, and their language was a guttural fit of barking and braying. There was little we could do. They took the ship, and we prayed for mercy with bound hands and bruised heads.
So this is a punishment for Peter eating too many steaks in his life.
I guess.
I mean, we already lost.
Yep, that was it. That was it, everybody.
Oh,
Good
man.
stream. We should have made a different non-choice.
Yes. So we start over here, I guess?
Yep. Here, I'll take this one.
All right.
You awaken on cold dirt. Most of your crew lie next to you, bound with the same crude rope that bites at your wrists and ankles. Your body aches and your clothes drip with dew, but there are no guards in sight and there are sharp rocks nearby. Alright, so we have 9 characters, but Mac's not available yet. So we get a choice, and it's going to go right into our skill test. We can cut the rope with a Cunning 5 test. If we fail, we lose 3 health. Or we can wriggle free of the rope binding with a Strength 5 test, and we fail, we have 3 health. Alright, so one of us has to be the active player. So,
well, just show us one of the characters and where we see our stats.
Right now, you're the captain.
There you go.
Yes, well, so the captain is like kind of shared by all of us, but yeah, I guess you're right. Alright, so let me remind myself because it's the key mechanic of the game. Alright, so we've got a challenge 5. The active player may only use skills on their own crew boards and Captain Odessa's crew board, so I can use the 2 other people I control or the captain. To use him, you place a fatigue token on them. I remember this. These little, like, kind of brownish fatigue tokens. But they have to have the cunning symbol, which is
Probably the fox.
the fox or the eye. I think it is the fox. Yeah, it says it right above it. Cunning is the fox, strength is the bicep. So if I use,
So I assume you're going to use these 2 because they both have cunning.
So we're going to have Kanan and Captain Odessa are both fatiguing themselves. So I've now got 2 fox symbols toward the 5 I need. And then I think you draw a card for the rest, if I remember correctly. All right, now draw an ability card from the ability card deck. Add the fate number of the ability card to the total cunning from your participating crew members. That's right. Oh, but they say, this time, let's say you draw a fate of 2. Because your cunning plus your fate is 4, you fail the challenge. I don't want to. Should we really say that? I think I should draw a card.
Yes, draw a card.
Well, okay.
5, baby! Suck that game. All right.
Nice.
Victory!
So if we'd failed, you would have split the damage.
We would have taken 3 damage, and we'd have to put it on the people who actually. We have to split it among the characters who actually participated.
Got it.
But going on now, free. You peer outside of your wooden hut. Dark pines tower overhead. Near the edge of the brush is a rough cage made of wooden slats. The door is fastened shut with a mechanism attached to a nearby tree. Inside, a woman lies on her back, her eyes closed. "We should get her out," says Kasumi. "We don't have time," says Raphael. "Can I have a say?" The woman in the cage opens her eyes and sits up. "Name's Mac. I'd greatly appreciate some help." You crack, but crap.
You crap open?
That's how I open locks with my buttocks. You crack open the crude lock with a rock. As soon as you break around, you hear a sudden snarl behind you. 2 bull-headed monsters emerge from the woods and charge.
Nice.
Combat 1 and 2. All right, so Jerry or whoever has Mac, you can flip her over
Peter.
now. Oh, Peter.
Yay.
I think remember I get the card that I do in the skill check, but I guess they'll tell us about that later.
So I guess we should voice our own characters. So I got Mac, Marco, and Raphael.
Oh, okay. I got Cannon, the captain, and Audrey. Audrey.
All right, I'll have to.
Right, so we need monster card 1 and 2, so it should be the first ones in there, I would assume.
Where?
You'd be wrong. Oh wait, nope. There we go. Maybe. Is that right?
That does not look right.
No.
This one looks right. Minotaur
No, it
Chief?
doesn't.
Well, maybe not. That's 35.
They have numbers. There should be 1 and 2.
They in inverse order? They are not in any discernible order, unfortunately.
Okay, so we need Mytham Guard or Mythen with an N. So Mythan. We need Guard and Brute.
Yeah, like Mythin, I think it's supposed to be.
You say Mythen, and I say Mythin. Hello, hello. I don't know why you say goodbye. I say hello.
There we go. There's 1. Now we need 2.
We need the Brute and we need the Guard. Oh, card name, dude. Right underneath.
Well, the other mod did by number, which is...
I don't think I can do it while you're searching.
Hold on, I found it. There we go.
Okay. Pretty sure we can, where it says card name, put in the card name. Might be wrong, though.
Well, I tried putting in the number. That didn't work. All right.
That's a shame.
All right, so we got him anyway. All right, so we have 4 combat action tokens. I've split them between us. So Peter, I gave you 2 because or Jerry, true. I gave you 2.
Yep.
So you can use them to attack with the character. So Jerry, they want you to attack with Kasumi. So put one of your tokens on it.
Okay.
And then you pick 1 weapon to attack with. Each character has like an inboard, like a weapon that they have natural to themselves. So Peter, if you're looking at Kasumi, yep. She has a Wakizashi. The first number is the accuracy modifier. Plus is better. Some characters actually have minus. The second number is the amount of damage caused. And there's a a specific trait given to boost damage. And then the last number, I think, is defense, if I remember correctly. The blue is. Yeah, your block value. Okay, so to attack, you need to. Let's see, it says you're going to attack the Mythen Guard. So looking at the Mythen Guard, they have a defense of 5. See a little shield value there.
So you need to hit 5?
Yeah, and he's got +2 accuracy, so go ahead and draw a card, Jerry, and you're hoping for a 3 or higher.
Should I bring this ability deck down closer
to
us?
Yes, I think that would make a lot of sense.
All right, so sadly, your...
You know what? Here,
2 + 2 is
say
only
you
4.
hit. Let's pretend you hit, Jerry.
Why?
Because the tutorial says you hit, and it's going to explain how it works.
Oh, okay.
All right, well, let's take out at least another card that would be a hit, and we'll save this crap for later. There you go. That would have been the hit. Boom.
So 6.
All right, so you get to deal 3 damage, and all the damage has to be placed. You basically like are arraying it on the board, placing it in orthogonally adjacent spaces. So you're trying to cover all of the heart symbols on a boss to defeat them or an enemy.
And you might want to cover the damage too, I'm assuming.
Yeah, and exactly. That one actually causes them to do more damage while it's active. So you get to place 3 down, Jerry. So they recommend the head, arm, body, I think they said. Hold on.
Head,
arm. So now he'll do less damage. And then you can also go into the brute, which is a good thing. Sometimes when enemies have more defense, the brute has 6 defense. So yeah, so you can exactly cover that up.
They just have to be adjacent to each other, or any.
Yeah, like you're treating them as like one kind of board. You know what I mean? Like one board of spaces that you can move.
Gotcha.
Like,
Let's say you did 3 again, though. Could you do 1, 2, and then adjacent to?
No. You have to still work from where you're starting.
Got it.
You can't like jump over previously placed ones.
All right, but that's less damage for the brute. So I assume the brute would have done 3 plus these things, which would have been 2 more.
Correct. So
if
he would have done 4 damage. Now his attack will do 3.
No.
At the last space he.
Before.
It was
He still has
4 now.
one.
He still has the head.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Move.
The other one still does 4. Yes.
Got
So
it.
there, you'll see the last space you went into has like a little red gem in the upper right.
Yep.
That's a synergy point. So whenever you cover a synergy point, the crew member that was attacking can give their synergy token to a different crew member. That's a little circular one with your face on it. And that gives them a bonus they can use. So they
in my
said
case, it'd be +1.
Yeah, so they say give it to Mac.
But yeah, okay. So I will give it to Mac.
Peter, you can spend that when Mac attacks to get +1 damage.
The Mac attack.
Mac attack!
All right, so it's +1 damage.
right.
Now, riddle me this, Batman, and you may not know the answer, so I'm not going to hold it against you. But the bonus here was for the Fox or Cunning.
So
If
they
this
said
card
don't
had
worry
Cunning,
about that yet. I don't remember how that works, and we
Okay.
didn't use it yet.
no worries.
I think it's like spending the cards in your hand, or because you like get cards from the checks you take.
Oh,
All right, so now after you attack, they counterattack. So only the targeted enemy attacks, not the brute that you hit.
Okay.
So right now he's doing 3 damage, and you have 0 blocks. So place 3 damage on Kasumi. It just happens.
Well,
Sucks.
alrighty then.
Let's use him this
All
time.
right. Now it's Mac's turn. They're telling us.
Mac.
So put a token on Mac.
Mac the knife.
They
all right.
say draw. Let's say target the brute.
So she's 4.
Yeah, so you only need a 2 or higher to hit him.
Oh, and I do 2 damage, which would... Oh. All right. So 2 or
Good.
higher. Boom, that's
There
a
you go.
5.
Boom.
I really hit.
All right, so
So tell me if you hit.
So you do 3 damage.
If I get rid of my...
you give the token back if you want to use it. You don't have to use it, but
I will
you
use it.
should.
Yep. So that'll be 3 damage.
So now you should be able to kill him, and if you kill him, he does not counterattack. Now you don't have to cover his attack spot. You just have to kill his
Gotcha.
his hearts. I mean, I promoted you, Peter. You can just copy him if you don't want to.
I just want to kill his hearts. So I have done that.
Okay.
He's immediately defeated.
And then you can give your token.
Yep. Let's see if they suggested who it should go to.
Now, how do we decide when I give my token again? I'm sorry.
It's whenever it goes on the red gem. Whenever you cover up a red gem space.
Ah.
In this case, you did with his head.
Got it.
Synergy point. All right.
Well, who?
This time they
you
said
only-
give it to Captain Odessa.
Well, Captain Odessa already acted this turn. Should I give it to...
Oh, no, that doesn't affect combat, I don't think. I think, like, 2 tokens messes you up, but I think 1 doesn't, if I remember right.
Okay.
All right. So, let's see if I can kill this guy. So I've got +1 accuracy and 4 damage. That's right. She's pretty awesome.
I assume after we use all our action tokens, then they would attack us back or something. Everyone that's alive.
Good. It's a great question.
Okay. All right.
Oh, if you miss, you only deal 1 damage.
Is that right?
Oh.
That is what's about to happen. They think, but will it? Nope, because I got a 5 as well. Apparently, we only draw 5s. But yeah, so.
Would you have had to decide to use that ahead of time?
Deal 1 damage. Is that what it said?
Yes.
Yep. So that's nice at least. All right. So either way, I definitely murdered this guy because I do 4 damage.
So would you have had to pick to use this ahead of time?
No. I think you use it after you draw. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, so then you can keep it.
If you miss, you do. They attack first, and you do 1 damage.
Yep.
Okay. But
now,
you can give your token to somebody else, Mike.
Well, but the combat's done, so I think they just all go back. It's not like something that hangs around, I'm pretty sure. Victory, you've defeated the Mythans, yay! And combat is actually pretty rare. Like, we might not do that again for the entire video, depending on the choices we make.
Well, now you've seen combat, everybody.
There you go. All right, yeah, so it's like a little, like, spatial puzzle. It's pretty fun. Jerry, you want to read A2?
You head down the path to a beach, and the crew mutters relieved oaths at the sight of your ship, the Manticore, anchored nearby. When you climb aboard, you find Gloria, the ship's purser, tied up on the quarterdeck. What a lovely trip this has been, she says with a smirk. Mac thanks you for saving her and explains that the gods brought her here as well. I'm from the States, Atlanta originally, but I've been lost for 15 years, she says. I tried to get home, gave up for a while, then tried again. I'm willing to join you, but I lost all the totems that I found, so we're starting from scratch. I can give you some ideas about where to start looking. You nod. Then let's get going. Place the ship miniature on the atlas on the sea region containing location 2.
Yep, we're already there.
So, Lookwater Gaming says, yes, you do 1 damage and the enemy attacks first, so you have to survive. Otherwise, you don't get to do your 1 damage.
Alright, place the shipboard and the ship action figure above the atlas. Restore all crew health. Remove all crew fatigue. Gain 3 coins, 1 green, and starting adventure cards. Something. Gloria, soup, gear, and flapjacks.
Yeah, we've got those already here.
Sweet. Right.
Yeah, we get some starting quests. I remember that.
And 3 coins and 1 green. And then we gain quests 1 and 2.
Yep. I vaguely remember what those are.
I've...
So how much do we have? 3 coins and 1 grain?
Correct.
So those tokens, the combat bonuses, don't stay from combat to combat. You just get them back. Is that correct? Okay.
I mean, I'm pretty sure.
I see a grain.
I don't think. I got a grain. I'm not sure where coins are. They're very obvious, and I'm just missing
right here.
Dummy. Yep, that's it. I forgot they were. Yeah, I had metal ones in the copy they had sent, so I didn't actually remember what they looked like.
All right, 3 coins, 1 grain.
Got it.
Okay.
And we should have. We have to check if we have the correct side up for 3 players. Let's see. Yep, 3 and 4. It says in the corner here.
At the end of the story, and at certain points along the way, you receive rewards and consequences. These are listed in italics. Blah blah blah. We don't care about that. Shipboard.
Anybody grab quests 1 and 2 yet?
I don't know where they would be.
I will grab them.
They were in the deck called Quest Deck.
Yep.
Is
card name Quest 1. Let's see if that works. I mean,
is that one of them?
I think that's Quest 1, I believe.
And Anne's Cottage.
There's the little 1 in the lower right. I assume that's what it means. Let's see.
But yeah, they are in no discernible order otherwise. Let's see.
Anne's Cottage. If you stop looking for 1 second, I'll see if this search works.
And I tried searching and... Oh! I didn't see that thing underneath.
ANNEs and... Nope. I have no idea what this box is for. Yep. No clue.
Alright.
We gotta make the...
69.
Yeah, so it's 6 deadly on the bottom, 6 perilous in the middle, 6 mild on top.
Oh, they're numbered.
And you put them right here, Jerry, on the shipboard when you're ready.
They're numbered. Oh, they are in a certain order. I figured out the order.
Okay,
well,
good.
yeah,
Alright.
all the 1s are before all the 2s. So quest... I guess it's like 02 or something. Quest 40.
Shuffle the market deck.
Quest
shuffle
2,
the search
right here.
I
token.
did that already. I've given us each
Alright.
an ability card. And we each get a command token, which are...
Janet
something.
Williams says you can also rest or reset the actions cards.
Yeah, I just did that. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Now, weren't there 60 here? Why are we down
The
to...
command tokens are the blue thing. That's right. I remember this.
Oh,
Yeah, we each got one. That was part of the instruction.
got it.
We're going to have a hand of cards. All right, here, each have one command token. And you'll get more of those from the shipboard and such. All right, I think we're ready to go.
I can't change y'all's teams, but I made myself diamonds so we can draw the cards and still see if we care. All right.
Y'all ready to go in?
Ready? Let's do it. So where are we at? So 2
I'm ready for
actions.
this.
So we're about to they're about to go through the ship actions. Pretty much it's a mix of like taking ship actions, moving the ship around, and then doing little like story things and sometimes combat like we just did.
Does it actually
Right,
come with
so-
a cool little boat?
Oh yeah, the boat miniature is nice.
That's sweet.
And like the Atlas book is very good. It's a high quality game in general. They did a nice job on it. So here, why don't here, Peter, you could be first player now.
Okay.
So first part of each turn is to move the ship figure to one of the 5 ship rooms on the shipboard and apply the effect. So there should be like a little meeple.
Yep, right above the ship.
Yeah, right
Oh.
above the ship.
I'm sorry. So this... Got it.
Yes.
Yeah, you're gonna pick one of the 5 spots.
So we can go to
You'll
deck.
gain a number of command tokens. This time it says place it on the deck.
Okay. So I will place it on the deck. So we get 3
Go
command
and
tokens.
gain 4 command tokens. Oh no, 3. You're right. Yep.
Okay. I got those.
Those go into your personal supply.
Oh, I get them.
Yes.
Not we get them. I get them. All right. All right.
So now you're gonna draw one at a time. There. From this pack of 9 search tokens, you can draw up to 3. Some of them are negative though, and you are going to suffer damage if they have damage on it as you draw. And then at the end, you'll only keep one of them. So if the first one you draw seems good and has like nice resources, you can just get that.
So the ship takes the damage, and I get
We
meat.
would get a meat. So the ship is going to take the damage no matter what.
Is meat good? I don't know.
I mean, it's a resource. I forget what they're good for.
All right. I'll get meat. That way we don't
Right, and I
potentially
think you
take any
actually
more
draw randomly for where damage goes, if I remember correctly. Don't remember where. So maybe they'll tell us.
damage. And then where's the meat? Oh, meat. Boom. Meat.
By the way, for now. Okay, so now you draw the top event card.
Ah, here you go.
Resolve it.
And vegetables.
saw that,
Either
but it
way, you
doesn't
must
say
now
where to
take
put it.
1 ship damage.
Oh, here we go. When placing ship damage, draw an ability card. Place 1 ship damage on the ship room with the matching fate number.
I don't know
A 3.
why you say goodbye. I say hello.
So sick bay. Once a location has 2, then you can't use it until you repair it. All right, draw an event card, Peter.
I will draw an event card. Where are the event cards? Got it.
On the shipboard itself, yeah.
Got it. It's a sunken ship. In the glittering turquoise shallows, you spot the skeletal remains of a ship. Sleep sharp. Circle the deck. Sleek sharks.
Sharks
circle
The sharks.
the
The
depth.
sharks are sleek.
And
Wow.
they circle.
That is a little bit of a tongue twister. Search it. Perception 5. Fail -2 health. Gain a coin. So we're getting the coin no matter what. So perception, I assume's the eyeball. Well, I only have one person that has an eyeball.
But you can also use the captain if you'd like to.
Oh, so the captain, you're just jobbed. Do you think I should use the captain as well? I haven't.
So it's definitely a better chance.
I mean, it's certainly a better chance, but then fatigued and... All right. We're drawing it anyway. We're doing it. Boom! There it is. So we
I need the captain.
did not
got a
need the
coin.
captain, but I did use the captain. All right, so I assume the search thing goes back in?
No, I think it's maybe. For now, let's do the rest of the stuff.
So I'm going to do order random on it from now on. So now, when we draw from this bag, it will be a random one. Flip an action card to see what room is damaged. Thank you, Janet. I appreciate that. Oh, Successful Geek is here also. Got the physical version 2 months ago and excited to get it to the table soon. Well, this is what your first play might look like, Successful Geek.
I'm sure theirs will be a lot smoother.
Yes. Mike's like, oh, I can teach that. Now, to be fair,
Well,
Mike's been
again,
super
that was
busy
before I
today.
had to drive for 2 hours today.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
No.
It became a busier day than I thought.
Oh, wait a
it
minute.
was.
Hold on. Wait a minute. As your second action, so you have 2 actions.
Well, yeah, we haven't even gotten to that yet. So Peter
okay.
just did the
Gotcha.
event. All right, so now you can perform any of the 2 actions listed on the shipboard. So first action, it says this turn, choose explore as your first action. You explore any location on the sea region occupied by the ship. So I think we're at a 2, right? Yep. So we can explore this little rocky, cavey.
Let's
Something
do
or
it. So wait.
you have to move the ship there. It's anything that is touched in our current sea thing. So
So
here
we
we
could
are.
do 174. We could do 37, 43.
No. Sorry, the fold of the page is also separating spaces.
So we could do 2 or 174.
Correct, and they're saying do 2 right now.
I was about to say they're
Oh,
probably
wait a minute.
trying
Can
to
we
tell
also
us
do
something.
34 or 186?
No, there's a dotted line here.
No.
Sure.
Yeah, sorry, there's a line
there
right
is?
there.
Yeah, it's
Oh, okay. That was hard to see.
I will say the physical game it is easy to see. I don't remember
Okay.
having any trouble telling where the sea regions were.
cool.
All right, so 2 it is.
2 it is.
All right.
Two,
You're going to
two,
read paragraph 2 in the storybook until it
Okay.
says to return to ship.
So which one's the storybook? Ah, the one that says
By the one that
storybook.
says storybook. There we go. I'll let you all handle. I'm going to review the rules whenever you're reading narrative.
So I do have one question. Are we supposed to know what these quests 1 and 2 are? Should we read them?
Yes. Oh, yeah,
Yes.
sorry. We should. Yeah, they're going to tell us where to go.
So raids on the Last Hope. Mac told us a rumor about rat creatures attacking a fishing village northeast of Zakura trading post. The village may not survive the attacks much longer. Needs urgent help. So, do you see Zakura on our map? Yes. So where is it? North what of it? Northeast. Fishing village northeast of Zakura. Which is probably this little thing here, maybe?
Yeah.
Or
this.
oh, yeah, that looks much more like a fishing village.
Either
does.
one.
All
Okay,
right.
what's the other one?
And then Anne's cottage. Mac is on her way to search the cottage for an old treasure hunter named Anne. Perhaps something there will help us get home. The cottage is near the bridge north of Zakura
All right,
trading.
that's the other one.
That's the bridge.
That's
All right.
this one. That's
Yes.
this one.
All right. So, well,
Okay.
that'll be on the way, right? We go up here and then we go here. I feel like.
First, we're doing 2. So, Seafoam winds through a maze of mossy rocks on the cave floor. They brush the heel of a smiling skeleton which sits reclined against an old iron door, blood red with rust. You find a skeleton against an iron door at the back of a cave.
Wait, what?
So it
mean-
gives
Is
like
that like
I guess
the-
a summary.
Yeah, I was going to say, is that the TLDR? Like, I don't know.
I guess. All right, so your options: search the skeleton, unavailable if keyword pink. Open the door,
Requires
keyword iron, or leave. So I guess you're going to search the skeleton, right?
Yep. Turn to
Turn to
130.
I played D&D with Peter and Undead. I think he'll just kill it.
I mean,
Smash it immediately.
But
yeah.
it says turn to 133. What does that mean?
I think entry 133.
That's far.
TLDR, TL to go. All right, Successful Geek says, it's all good. I played about 1.5 hours on TTS, and now I'm going to make many mistakes anyway. Well,
This is a
that was
pain.
smart, though. Trying before you buy, or trying before you play it, at least.
How do you advance quickly through this?
you're doing a great job, Jerry. We're watching.
Thanks, man.
I usually alt over it and then use my mouse wheel to spin.
I think if you're over, can you just press a page number, like press 100, see what happens? Or no, it'll be seated during the page turning portion of the video.
Yes. Well, we're almost there. 133.
All right.
Boom.
A bag falls slack from the skeleton's fingers. You expect to collect it easily, but a snake with a milk pink mouth hisses out and fastens to your hand.
That seems
You
good.
whip it. You whip it by the tail against the wet wall of the cave. A snake attacks you as you take the skeleton's bag.
Wait, weren't we supposed to get a coin at some point here?
We did get a coin. We should have 4.
Oh, got it. All right.
-1 health. Gain 4 coins and 1 venom. Gain quest 155.
I'll get the quest.
Return to the ship.
Venom is the green, like blood drop.
Well, that's not
Makes
good for
your
you.
crew member take 1 damage at the start of each player's turn. That seems great.
Oh, it works. All right, so you put Q, and then you just have to know their naming convention, and it pulled it out. By the way,
155.
we are pink. A snake attacked us as we took a bag of treasure from a skeleton. That is literally what it says. So apparently we need to find iron to get by there. So who took the damage, by the way?
You did. It's your turn.
Oh, look at me. Taking damage.
So a lot of the quest cards will just be to remind you so that something does not happen next time you go to the same location. Like
That's
you won't get bit
Raphael.
by the snake again.
Yeah, that's Raphael did that. He's from New York. He put his hand in the snake's mouth. He didn't care. And smacked it against the wall.
Okay. So that was...
All right, so now they say for second action, choose travel. When you travel, perform a craft challenge. You do not need to use crew for this challenge, but you may place a fatigue token on one of your crew members to add their craft skill. Craft being, I think, like the wrench and hammer. But it just makes us move farther. I don't think we're trying to move that far, so you don't really have to worry about
I
it.
do have a wrench and hammer. But we don't
so
need
it says
to move.
it says don't do anybody. Just draw an ability card.
So draw an ability card. That's this.
You can use one person if you want. Not the captain.
We're not.
All right, so 3. And it should, here it is. You see, it shows how
Move
far
one
you can
space.
move based on your success. You can move 1 space.
I think we're okay. So we're going to go up here. Where the bridge is.
No, where the villages are getting attacked.
Dude, that's 2 spaces, I would assume.
Again, yes, the fold
No.
is a separator. And it's more obvious in the book with spiral binding. All right, so now
Don't
it's the end
forget
of
the
turn.
Venom token, says Janet.
Well, it's not the start of anybody's turn yet.
Well, it's about to be because now Peter's
He
gonna
needs
attack
a venom
Captain.
token. Do you not have one?
Oh, it's right here. Status tokens. Who has it?
That would be Raphael.
All right, so
-1
that's
health
Captain
at the start of
Jerry.
turn, so he gets jobbed again.
What's
So
his
Jerry's-
max life?
Jerry's now the captain.
7. He's pretty strong.
All right.
That's why I gave it to him.
Move the ship figure to the galley. All right. We'll do that.
It'll tell you how many ability cards to draw. Your max hand size is 3.
Or we could go to the sick bay. Just saying. Raphael's not happy
So I
over
get
here.
2 cards.
And 3 tokens.
And
And
3
3
command tokens. And then, let's see what the other thing is.
Wait, why do you have a 4th?
You discard an ability card from your hand or remove a fatigue token from any crew member, is what that ability means.
What was that?
I said you can discard the other icon there means you can discard a card from your hand to remove a fatigue from one person. This little
Gotcha.
card. So
I
you
get to
the
draw
captain.
2 cards.
It's first you draw 2 cards. The cards can be equipped to your characters temporarily. Once we go through the 18 event cards, they'll go away, so they're not like permanent boosts. They can also be discarded during skill tests for the matching icon, like the big one in the middle of the card. I think boosts your skill test by 1 after you draw.
And it costs me that many command tokens to play it.
To equip it. Playing it just for its skill icon is free, I believe.
Oh, and you said you could do it afterward. which is kind of
Yeah,
sweet.
I think it's mitigation.
So equip it does the bottom thing?
Equipping it, if I remember correctly, gives you the character that's equipped +1 to the indicated skill, or like they have that skill as well. And then also you get the ability at the bottom, yeah.
All right, cool.
They're about to tell us about that once
Okay.
Jerry decides which card to discard and who to take an exhaust away.
I'm doing that.
I mean, that's your choice.
Uh,
It seems good to keep this repair card, I would think.
I'm going to get rid of this one. And then take the exhaust token off the captain.
Yeah, so I'm correct. So at any time, except during combat or in the middle of a challenge, doesn't cost an action or anything. Any of us can do it. You can spend the indicated amount of command points, slot it under somebody. You get +1 to the indicated skill, and they also gain the ability. But again, those are temporary upgrades. This is something that the game doesn't emphasize as much as it might. Once you get to 18 event cards, they go away.
My card is full steam. We could have just gone 2 spaces and gone to that village, that fishing village. Oh well.
You can still say we did.
Yep.
We haven't done anything.
So now I draw an event card.
It's all good.
Yeah, so now you draw an event card.
Merchant vessel. A well-provisioned ship approaches. Convince them you need help. Cunning 6. So we could pay 1 food to gain 2 grain, or pay 1 coin to gain 2 grain, or do a cunning 6 check. Well, we're just going to pay 1 coin to get 2 grain.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we have a lot of coins, so that makes sense to me.
I mean, considering one of us is still bleeding from the snake bite.
All right.
Do you hear somebody saying something, Jerry? I don't hear anything.
I hear nothing.
Wait, what?
Okay.
Am I breaking up, guys? Can you hear me? Hello? Hello? I'm still here.
First action, market. Because you are in a sea region with a market.
Oh, we're not. If we want to say we went to Zakura trading post, then we would be.
No, forget that. Whatever. All right, we're going to go to bridge area, I guess?
34.
That makes sense to me.
Oh, they wanted us to go to the... So we're doing
want
the
us to go to, like-
tutorial-ish.
We'll explore this, and then we'll...
I mean, the tutorial's already done, so just go. It's fine.
Yeah, we'll explore this, and then we'll travel, and then Mike can do the village thing. All right. If keyword's cottage, we don't have that. A bridge hangs from the end of the path like a leaf.
We do have that. That's one of the 3 we have, Jerry.
Oh, really?
Yeah, cottage is the middle one.
Oh, okay.
Yes, that's
If
the one that told us to
keyword
come.
cottage, go to 34. Okay, you cross a bridge with wooden planks that dangle like loose teeth. Strength 5.
Wait, which one are we doing? I'm sorry.
34.3.
34.3. Sorry. Yep.
So I need a strength 5 check. So I'm going to use him, Gregory, and Laurent.
And not the captain?
No, not the captain.
You got this. Boom.
Well, I sure do. All right. So nothing happens. On the bridge is Anne's cottage, nestled among the fir trees, its door swinging in the soft breeze. Inside, a woman stirs a pot of broth. A blue lizard lounges on her gray hair like a sultan on a pillow. Only briefly, she looks up and sets her gaze on Mac. You won't leave here without the map, she says. But you can have some soup.
Wait, what?
You won't leave here with the map, she says, but you can have some soup. We can ask Anne why she won't give you the map, or we can accept the soup while secretly looking for the map. A perception 8 check.
Huh. What's our perception look like over there, Gerald? With all
I
the
can
2 with the captain, and I've not seen a card above 5, so that doesn't seem likely.
So 6 and 1 are both in the deck, but they are half as often as 2, 3, 4, 5, which are all equal. So it's kind of like rolling a d6, but the extremes are less likely.
So we're not doing that. So we're going to ask. 34.1. I don't help totem seekers anymore. We're better off letting the gods sleep. Anne sips her soup, lifting the spoon to the lizard on her head and then extending it to Mac. Mac pushes the spoon away. Don't you want to see your family again? Of course, but I can't. The gods have nursed their rage for centuries, and they want revenge against these islands. They won't forget their captors or show any mercy. I can't give you that map. Alright, so we can convince Anne that you'll look for another way to get home if she gives you the map.
So,
Cunning 6.
by the
Or
way,
restrain Anne and search for the map. Strength 6.
Or set the house on fire, by the way. This is the other option.
Wow. Or set the house on fire and leave.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
If she
No.
won't give you the map, you want it destroyed.
My lord. that
is-
escalated quickly.
Yes. So Local Door Gaming
All right.
says equipping low number cards also gets them out of the deck for skill checks and draws.
Oh, that's smart. I didn't
think-
even think about that.
Other players can spend a command point to help with characters from the checks.
So we're going to do cunning.
So what
So
are we
that's
doing?
2.
So if I can spend a command point to help with cunning, I will. Marco will
A
help.
command point.
That's what Local Door Gaming said. He
Yeah,
believed.
but how can you?
I guess you
Any
just
command
spend a
point.
command point to
Really?
help.
I think you spend command to activate abilities. Like for example, this gear we all have access to.
Yeah.
You put one command on it, you could redraw the fate card in the test. That's what this little
Oh.
arrow over a redraw means.
Oh,
Um,
that seems good.
and then again, any of us can discard card. I think any of us.
All right, well, then we're at 2. We're at 2. We're drawing. Ready?
Yep.
All right.
Or do we... I mean, I could play a card.
Whatever. We can wait. What's the icon for it?
Cunning.
I don't have any
Fox.
of those. Maybe-
I have
that's
a fox card.
But he could,
so-
you said
Alright.
he could discard it after, right? So we're good.
Correct.
Boom.
No, we
didn't
made it
even need
anyway. All right. Now what?
Well, now
Turn
we
to
didn't burn the place down.
34.5. I can't go with you, but it's possible you'll find another way. She places a shaking hand on Mac's arm, and Mac clasps it. Gain 1 coin, 1 green, 1 experience points. Or 1 experience point. Complete quest 2, and gain quest 6. So, coin, a green, and an experience.
Nice.
So, coin, a green.
So wait, I'm confused. Why did she not want to give us the map, and now she just gave it to us without
Because I used my cunning.
I mean, okay.
We convinced her that she should give it to us.
With the kind. Oh, we have a falcon.
Which frankly seemed better than setting her house on fire, gotta be
I
honest.
mean, that seems like a bad idea. We took the map from Anne's cottage. It leads to the forest on the island to the east. Falcon. Caw-caw! So is
Forest on the island to the east. So I guess that's around here.
Yeah, we probably have to go all the way over here to do it.
But we're going to the village first. So anyway, we return to the ship and now we travel. So, well, I'm going to draw a card, but it doesn't really matter because we're only traveling 1 anyway.
That is true.
All
So
right.
wait. You did your ship action, and then your first thing was an explore, and now you're doing a travel. Is that
And
what?
now
we
I'm
have?
doing a travel. Yes.
So market and port are the other two, which we don't know what they are, but we'll figure it out.
So now it's Mike's turn.
All right.
And I will be right back.
So
Whoa!
You
Do
take
we have to
damage
deal with
again,
this
right, Peter?
storm here?
Well, first we have to take a damage for Pete's Venom.
no. So Jerry, Peter's right. The second you move into a obstacle, we got to do the skill test for it.
Oh, there's an obstacle?
Yeah, the 5 strength with 1 damage to our ship if we fail it.
All right.
Well,
Any-
my guys are all fatigued. Can I do it again? Or
Oh yeah, so a second fatigue means that they deal -1 damage in combat and can no longer be used in tests until some gets taken off. But it doesn't hurt them otherwise to have a second fatigue on them.
So if I fail this, what happens?
At 1 ship damage.
Okay, so I'm not... I have to put somebody on it, or can I just...
You can just do it.
Boom. Oh, 1 short.
But do you have a strength card? Anybody have a strength card?
Wait, anybody can play a strength card?
Yes.
I do not, and you're not teamed up with us, so
Even I'm not teamed up with you.
you didn't change your team to diamonds.
Oh, sorry. But yes, I don't have a strength card either.
Could we draw
Okay,
2
well,
cards right
We
now?
take a ship damage.
Technically, we're not supposed to see each other's cards, but it's okay.
Could we draw 2 ability cards right now, or no?
Hey,
4 gets a damage.
no, maybe. Let's do it. So who wants to spend that?
Well,
Oh, I already
Jerry
gave a damage to our
damaged
ship.
us. Jerry's like, forget
Peter's
all
trying
that.
to see if he can draw a skill test and save us.
So you want me to
I
draw
think
it?
he is.
I'll spend it.
I mean, yeah, dude.
Draw 2. Boom.
So it actually goes on her because now she is locked out
Oh,
until we use
strength?
an ability to take it away. Yeah, strength.
Yep, I got it.
So Jerry, we passed and you don't have to damage the ship.
I literally got 2 of the exact same cards, so we'll use this one.
Yeah, this is important. Anytime you use an ability that a command token goes on, like Gloria here,
Yep.
she is now locked from use until all the tokens are removed. And the same thing happens for our characters. They have abilities on them.
So do we know
So
when this
if,
fatigue and stuff goes away?
It's ship actions do it. You can also go to the inn when you're at a marketplace. Yeah, so what I was saying is Jerry can put 2 command tokens on Laurent to get a meat for us, like Laurent goes hunting. But then Laurent can't use either of his abilities until both those command tokens are taken away. Does that make sense?
I'm sorry.
Gotcha.
Oh, so 2 to get a meat. Got it.
2 to give +1 accuracy.
Got it. Yep. And these
Do I
2
keep
spots
my
I
command
assume-
tokens, or do I have to spend them?
Again?
Do I have to spend my command tokens, or do I get to keep them forever?
No. So the ones you've collected, like the 4 you have right now, are limited resources. Once they go on something, they get discarded later.
I understand, but if I don't spend them, I keep them for eternity.
Yeah, correct. Yeah. It's your pool of command tokens.
I mean, there's only 5 more in here, so it seems weird. We'll figure out how.
All right. Well, I'm gonna put 2 on. This is free action, and that gets rid of the venom.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh,
Yeah, we had a doctor.
all right. So can we say we did that 10 minutes ago?
No.
Yeah.
Well, we can say
Well,
we did
it
it
wouldn't
before Mike's
have
turn.
been able until Jerry had his turn. So you could take
Okay.
1 less damage.
No, that's fine.
Jerry had to
Well,
get
I
the extra
didn't take the
command token.
damage for after Jerry's turn, so we're good. I only have the 2 damage.
Yeah, so to explain the other ship actions.
Well, why do you
real
have 2
quick.
damage?
Because I got bit by 1, and then the venom did another one to me.
Oh, gotcha.
So
All
I
right.
would have had 2.
Real quick, if you guys want to look at the ship board, because I'm
Yep.
pretty sure I remember these. So when you go to the bridge, you take away all the command tokens. I think
Everywhere
from-
on the board?
I think. Let me double check that.
That seems good, by the way, right now, especially.
Yeah, that seems to be return all that.
Return all command tokens from all crew members and adventure cards. Yes, that was pretty amazing. The quarters. Oh, and by the way, you have to move, so you can't just keep on going to the bridge, for example. You have to always go to different spots. The quarters gets you more command tokens, but only takes away 3 from varied places. The sick bay heals 1 person for 1, doesn't have to be your character. And the deck and the galley.
What's
you
the
already saw, so
slash?
it's
Oh, that's 3 players, so in 3 players, we'd only get
correct.
4.
3 versus 4 players. Yeah,
Got
you
it.
got it.
And these command tokens are a limited resource, I'm assuming.
I think so, yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'll go to the bridge. So
Why would you go to the bridge when we only have? Did
I'm
somebody
gonna
else?
go to the quarters.
I mean,
I
there's
don't
only 2.
always make intelligent choices, Jerry.
Oh.
So yeah, we'll get rid of both of yours and your character, Jerry, plus Gloria.
Well, here, I got you the other one off of Gloria.
Oh, well, I already got the 3 that I was supposed to get.
You're
so-
supposed to get 4, dude.
Oh wait, no, you're right. I was supposed to get 4.
That's
Never
why
mind.
I gave you another
Thanks.
one.
And I get a card, right?
Do you? Is that a thing? Oh. Wait. Oh, is that what this is? Oh. Huh. Look at that.
How much damage does your guy have? Here you go, Peter. You got some bandage power now.
So wait, you paid the 2 to put that on me?
I'm about to pay 2, so then you would heal 2 immediately, and you have a extra boat icon on you.
Oh, okay. Instant effect. Restore 2 health from this crew member. Ah. You bandaged me up.
Hey, we can repair the ship.
I
Yep.
must-
I have the ability to do that. I mean, right now nothing's hurting us. Who cares?
Well, we have 2
I
damage.
gotta draw my event.
Wait, why do you say we can repair the ship?
That's my Audrey's the mechanic.
Ah.
Repair 1 for 2. All right, flying debris during a windstorm. A tree branch lands on the deck, hitting Conan. We gain 1 vegetable, but he takes 2 damage.
Wait, what?
Awesome.
Why do you gain a vegetable?
It's flying
I
fruit.
think it must have been on the tree. Yeah, it's a flying
Okay.
tree. Yeah. So.
Sure. And there was a
the
carrot
tree
on that
branch
branch.
had some food on it.
It
Yeah.
had a carrot.
All right, so we wanted to explore the village first, right?
Yep.
63.
So Local Order Game says, just check because it's been a while. Under challenges, another player can spend one command to help the active player with their characters still taking fatigue. So we can spend one
That's interesting.
to help other
Oh,
characters.
well, maybe... Okay. Sure. All right, last hope. Ready? The edge of the village rests well within the tall trees of the forest. The towering pines might have given a sense of protection if not for the recent rat creature attack. So, A, explore the edge of the forest. B, eat at the fish house. Pay 1 coin. C, visit Mikra's temple. Pay 1 food. Or D, leave.
Well, hold on. Didn't we have a quest here? So let's look at that. Mac told us a rumor about creatures attacking a fishing village northeast. The village may not survive the attacks much longer and needs urgent help. Well, what?
Let's go to the temple then. Do you want to go to the temple?
Wait, hold on. What were the options again?
So we could explore the edge of the forest. We could eat the fish house. Eat at the fish house.
Eat the fish house.
Yeah,
just
you could eat
it.
the whole house for a coin. Or we could visit Makra's temple. So we have to pay a
Mikra's.
food.
Wait, guys. Hold on. If raid 56.
Yeah, down here.
Where does
I
it say
think
that?
that.
I didn't even see that down there.
I was
Yeah,
like,
I think that maybe the village is not doing so great yet.
I was about
Okay.
to say, what is going on here?
You spot a village on the coast, a small settlement nestled against the pine forest. Smoke billows from the roofs of a few of the huts, and the wind carries with it a faint scream.
There we go.
These
Much
forests are infested with rat creatures, says Mac. You hear a scream from the village on the coast. A, watch from the safety of the ship, or B, land at the town's pier.
I mean,
better.
I
I bet
assume,
A.
I assume we're landing. We're not just jobbing them.
All right.
Well, hold on.
Rats,
Is this Mike's? This is Mike's turn, right?
Yes, this is Mike's turn.
Okay. All right.
So I get to decide. No, it's not. No, well, we can land. It's fine.
Rats the size of humans, their fur slick and oily, run amongst the village huts wielding savage tools. Some of the villagers fight the rats with wood axes, and more rat creatures prance with glee near the village edge, lighting straw roofs with torches. Villagers fight rats while houses are burning. A, hurry to put out the fires. It's a strength 7 check. B, fight the rats in the village square. Combat 29, 30, and 31. Level 11. Whatever that means.
Sounds strong. That's like the relative strength of them.
Level 11 sounds high.
I think it goes up to like 50, if I remember correctly.
Or loot
it's
what
still-
you can in the chaos.
Oh yes. Whoa. All right. So what do you want to do, Mike?
You got a strength card to help out, right, Peter?
I do.
You could even like give it to one of my characters if you wanted to. Do you have enough to pay for it?
I do.
What? So we're going to put out the fires? We're not going to fight?
No, he's saying we are gonna fight.
I want to put out the fires.
Oh wait, what?
No, the strength check is put out the fires, dude.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to put out the fires.
But you
But
also have
wait,
rapid.
Jared, you don't have any strength. Even if Peter gives me that card, the best I
I
can.
don't
do
have
is-
any strength cards, and all my guys are fatigued currently.
Well,
Yeah,
we
best we could do
said I
is
could pay 1
3.
to use my guys, right? I got +2 more, also. If 1 will let me do that.
Is that how it works?
I don't know.
That's what Loquador said.
Well, you were literally looking in the section of the rulebook. That's why I
I
was
know I
confused.
was, and I. Oh, if another player wants to use the crew members they control, they must pay 1 command. Okay,
Yeah, so if
yeah,
they're
we
going
can
to
actually do more.
participate, they have to pay, I guess.
So I'm paying 2
So do you want
to give one of your characters rapid strike. Who would you like to have rapid strike?
to? If this crew member misses, they deal damage first.
Well, it gives you the
Seems
strength
good on the-
symbol too, right?
Yeah, but
yeah.
we
Let's
don't
do it on him.
care.
That makes sense. All right, so then I'll Exelis
So are we?
in.
So we're not fighting.
Yeah, well, we might fight anyway, but right now we are trying to put out the fires.
So when
I've
I
got 2.
hold on. So when I spent those, they went discard pile, right? Over here? Command tokens?
Go back to the supply, correct.
Okay, so I'm putting 1 in here and then I'll use my 2 characters as well.
That's another thing that hold on.
Don't you have to pay?
I'm bringing this down as well. So look, it's above me now. The thing with command tokens. You paid 1 to
I
use
think
your
you have to-
characters.
Yes.
Paid
Yeah, he
one.
paid 1. He paid 1 command token.
I'm gonna use both my characters.
We've got 4 already, and I could do the cat. I mean, 4 seems like enough. I'm not gonna go with the 5. We're going to redraw with the gear. Let's try that again.
There we
There
go.
we go. All
Hey!
right. So what do we read for put out the fire?
All right. 61.2.
61.2, my son.
All right, ready? You put out the fire and chase the torch-bearing rats into the forest. A wearied man in a blood-stained toga seeks you out. You arrive just in time, though I wish you'd helped us in the square. The houses you saved were empty. Oh well, you saved them and we thank you. My brother took a stab wound to the shoulder and an arrow to the knee. It might have been averted, but you did your best, I'm sure.
Now, I'm 90% sure. I'm 90% sure, because I think I chose combat the last time I played this. I'm 90% sure that he's like, oh my god, I wish you had put out the fires. Our houses burned down because, yes.
So you can't win, basically.
Yeah, I think they just piss you. Yeah,
Dude, this guy is pissing me off. Can we stab him?
Gain 2 well, we can set their houses on fire. Gain 2 coins and 1 grain.
I got it.
Complete quest 1. Note: Last Hope is now liberated. In future actions, you may explore location 63 to visit the village and talk to the townspeople.
All right.
So 2 coins, 1 grain. We're done.
So we completed quests 1 and 2. I'm just gonna put them over here.
All right, so we still have 1 action left. You guys want to explore the town now that we're good?
Might as well.
That's up to you.
Well, sure. Let's explore the town.
So wait.
Why not?
We have the map. We could go in the
Map
forest.
is.
Remember, 63. One of the options was explore the forest.
All right.
That's
Sure.
up to you guys.
Is that where the map leaves?
I mean,
Alright.
so
No,
the
it
map.
leads into the forest on the island to the east.
All right.
I mean,
Yeah, no, I think you're right. Yeah, let's do it. I think that's probably it.
I mean,
It's either that forest or maybe this forest. So yeah, let's do it.
yes, correct.
Hey,
Forest was
edge
an
of the
option.
forest. The edge of the village rests well within the tall trees of the forest. The towering pines might have given a sense of protection, if not for the recent rat creature attack. Explore the edge of the forest, eat at the fish house, and visit Mikra's temple.
So
Keywords.
forest.
Abysmal or
Forest.
maneuver. Do we have either of those? We have falcon
No.
and pink. So no.
You find a hut in the middle of the forest. A withered man greets you. Hello, I am Ulam, he says with a weary smile. You're those sailors from the raids. Thank you for what you did. Those demon rats have lived in the forest for years, but when they openly attacked our village, we were not prepared to defend ourselves. But I have another problem. My son went looking for pearls weeks ago and hasn't returned. I know where he went, a huge cave in a rocky island just south of the peninsula. A dangerous place where demons dwell. My son is greedy and I could not stop him. I fear he is already dead. Please, I feel you're the only chance he has now. Ulam asks you to search for
help
his
the
son. Gain quest 4.
Okay.
So I'm 90% sure it's this, right? That's south of the peninsula.
Probably.
And I guess I'm also assuming this is the forest now. So if we go
Yes.
around to 47. All right,
So that wasn't the
that's
forest?
along our way.
We met
No,
him in
that was...
Ulam in Last
All right,
Hope.
now
The
turn
sun
to
is done
63.
searching for-
All right, we're back in the
Can
village.
you not hear me? You just talking right over me? I'm reading.
What are you saying?
I'm reading the card, but you just kept talking. Rescue Ulam's son. We met a man named Ulam in Last Hope. His son has gone searching for pearls in a cave south of the peninsula. So it's cool that
Pearls.
it's like pearls.
Yes, not perils.
Got it. So
That-
Mike,
I bet he found some perils.
why does this have a coin here? Does that mean we could go buy stuff there? Is that what that is? A port or whatever?
Where?
Like right here.
Oh. I don't know. I'll look while you keep reading.
It's a market. If you look on the shipboard, I'm assuming that's what that means. Market? Because that's one of the.
Oh,
four
yeah, you're right.
possible
Because the
actions.
trading post also has a market.
All right. So we're back in the village, Mike. What do you want to do now? Eat at the fish house, temple, or leave?
To the temple. We got a ton of grain.
I was about to say
Grain
we had a
food.
ton of food.
All right, pay 1 food.
So we'll do a grain.
63.3. A woman with long braided hair teaches you how to make a tea offering using honey and flower petals. This will help you enter an ancient shrine to Villard on the island to the west, she says.
Huh.
Though few return from that place. You learn
Well-
how to enter the shrine to the west. Gain quest 16.
Well, thank you for your tea of entering. I mean,
Which island to the west?
I guess 30, probably.
Yeah, 30, or I guess it could be like 186.
All right, you get the quest.
tea offering. At a temple in Last Hope, we learn how to make a tea offering. We will open a nearby shrine in Red Rocks to the west.
Red Rocks. Oh, so no, it's here. 186.
Yeah.
I remember something that confused me at first, and Colin and Barron talked about this too, is that like sometimes the things seem to be referring to something like far away, but it's almost always on the exact same page you're on. It's like very rare that it refers to something farther away.
All right, so do you want to eat at the fish house or leave?
I mean, I feel like it's going to heal us. Is anybody actually hurt? Oh, I guess Kyle or Karam. Yeah, all right, we can eat at the fish house, I guess.
All right, lose a coin.
Okay.
You must try this gumbo, says the cook with a grin. It's my own recipe. I'll share it with you, though, if it's not too spicy for you.
I like
Restore
gumbo.
2 health. Gain
Nice.
Gain adventure card 1. Spicy gumbo.
That's right. Yeah, you like learn how to make recipes, and then you can use them over and over again. Like we already have the flapjack recipe.
And the soup.
So wait, adventure card
Oh,
one?
we do have the soup. You're right.
So let me search to figure out their naming, and then that should help.
So we could spend our 3 grain.
Did somebody spend the coin that we had to spend?
I did.
A1. Yeah, gumbo. I mean, I gotta be honest. I feel like we've just won. We now make gumbo.
Ooh, it's spicy. Yeah,
So
these,
wait,
these are things we could spend command points on, spend some food, and remove a bunch of
fatigue.
Heal
tokens and
3
healing.
fatigue and 3 hearts.
That's pretty good.
Yep.
I assume we could split that however we want too.
Oh yeah, of course.
Oh, so this
Now,
is
I will say, because this is important, if you look at the port card,
So by the way,
if we take
this
an
is-
action to go to. Oh, okay.
Well, I was just pointing out this is how we get rid of fatigue. By the way,
Well, no,
making
that,
food.
well, that's
Yeah,
what
that's
I
what
was
he
about
was
to
talking
show
about.
you. That's
Oh.
literally what I was in the middle of talking.
Okay.
While you're in port, if you spend 4 money at the inn, every single character takes away 1 fatigue and heals 2.
Got it.
Seems pretty good.
What's the thumbs down?
Yep.
Morale.
That's morale. It's like one of the status effects, I believe.
Oh, so it gets rid
Okay.
of low morale. I'm just saying.
So
the-
now it's Peter's turn again.
These things
Right.
seem good to heal us up or to get rid of fatigue, unless we're
Definitely.
going to stop at a port.
Oh, we probably should stop at a port because we literally every character has 1 fatigue on them right now. So spending.
So
some money
where,
at the
where is a
inn
port?
is, the place you just said, right?
Oh, that's a port.
There
Okay.
or there, or is that just where you can do a market action? Actually, I think the trading post is support, but I'll check right now while you pick what you want to do, Peter. Yeah, port is the like one with the actual like little dock. So Zakura's trading post is a port.
So it would take
Gotcha.
3 to move up to here, and this is the forest we think is that
Yep.
quest.
Oh, we're all fatigued.
There's also here and here. Any of those spots have quests attached to them right now.
So the only place we can heal up is here right now. that
Let's
we-
find the sun first on the way, right?
down here.
Although we should make food.
Well, we can do flapjacks for that, right?
Well, we don't need to yet. Everyone is still 100% ready to participate in challenges. Nobody's at disadvantage right now.
What are you talking about? We all have fatigue.
Yeah, but you need 2 before it does anything to you. 1 does nothing. It just means you're close to not being able to help.
Right,
out.
but if we make flapjacks, we get to remove 3 of those, right?
Sure.
All
You
right.
can do that if you
Well,
want.
Dex seems like the right call again. I guess I could do this one and get rid of fatigue. Wait, what's this?
You could, but
Oh, I
you have to discard a card. But that
Discard
one
a
also
card.
gives you 2 cards instead of 1, so it kind of makes up for it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Let me draw 2. Badink, badink. +1 damage if the crew has 3 or plus. Wait, if this crew member is 3 plus damage, Sharp Eye lets you attack for early. And this place also gives me 3 little tokens, which seems good. So we said anybody can do these actions, though, right? So somebody else can cook food or whatever if we need it.
Correct.
All right. Oh, so I do have to discard one of these. Maybe I discard the 6, just so we have a 6 back in there.
It's good.
Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is explore. We'll see how far we go. Not explore.
No, you're
travel.
gonna
Travel.
travel.
So we travel 1 space. Badink.
Wait, you didn't do an event yet, did you, Peter?
Nope.
Wait, do I do
Cheated.
it? Oh, so I do
It's ship action, event, 2 actions. It's right on the board.
Got it. Well, the 2 is to the right and barely
no,
above
it is
the
weird.
3.
You're right.
Like, I mean, it's not that. All right. Sharp rocks hidden below the forest of seaweed threaten the ship. Dodge the rocks. Savvy 5. Fail the ship.
It's dumb that they don't have the icon, but savvy is the anchor. But yeah, it's weird that they have the word instead of the icon.
That is. So we need a savvy 5. So I am gonna fatigue this person again. So I just need a 4, right?
You want me to help? Well,
It's probably not worth it.
what do you lose?
You just take 1 damage if we fail.
It's fine. Boom. Didn't even need to do anything.
All right, cool.
That worked out.
So now we've moved, and you're going to explore.
Now I traveled. Sorry. So yeah, we did that in the wrong order. It's fine. So now I'm gonna explore. Yep. So we're exploring.
Okay.
I forget we can also go to the market as an action while we're here. One really nice thing is it gets us weapons, which can make your character crazy powerful.
We go to 54.1. The sea rages in the island's rocky jaws. Boulders scatter the approach like gravestones. A. Brave the rough seas in a rowboat. Or B. Navigate the manticore closer to the cavern.
Hold on. Before we do any of this, I'm gonna cook some stuff. Right? Is anybody hurt?
Nope.
No.
So we're kind of wasting the healing benefit.
Well, I just won't use the healing one then. I'll use this one with the thumbs down on it.
That gives us the flexibility of doing 3 of anything, although it'll probably still be mostly grain,
Yeah,
right?
it'd still be green, so what difference does it make?
Well, we can get. Yeah.
Well, if we keep 1 of each, then we can do the gumbo, which is just as good as the flapjacks.
Well, it's
Yes.
literally the same thing. So it doesn't.
I mean, again, Peter, unless you think that we need to use specifically Mac in the next challenge, there's no reason to do it now instead of waiting for later. You might get hurt and actually benefit from it.
So we can literally make flapjacks in the middle of a challenge?
Like, not in the middle of an actual draw for a challenge, not in the middle of an actual combat, but yeah, like in the middle of a story thing. Like after we resolve 1 challenge, we can take a break and eat some pancakes, yes.
Cool. All right, so where are we right now?
All right.
54.1.
54.1.
All right.
You can either brave the rough seas in the rowboat or navigate the manticore closer to the cavern, which is a savvy 6 check.
Challenging. If we fail, take 2 damage.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do it in the rowboat.
161.5.
There you go, Jerry. How'd you figure that out?
Because
I'm
I
just
told him.
spinning the mouse.
I said it earlier.
Oh, okay.
All right. Your rowboat smashes across the crags, injuring the crew. -3
There we
health.
go. Perfect. Now flapjacks are ready to be useful.
-3 health, Goose.
Yep.
Well,
And
here,
I'll take it to my character who actually wants to be damage 3 and fights better that way.
Okay. The ocean roar gives way to the echo of dripping water. A giant door carved into the cavern rock opens and a creature emerges. You cannot see his face, but 2 eyes glow above a robe the color of blood in water, which is red. Just
I was going to say,
for
I
reference.
don't know what blooded water
Which
looks like.
number
His
are we
dark
on?
face-
Hold on.
161.1.
Got it.
All right. His dark face flickers like a candle made of shadow. So many visitors this month, he says in a deep, hollow voice. We're looking for a young man, you say? The creature chuckles, his face flashing with malice. Yes, he was taking my pearls, but he makes good conversation, and I'd bore without him. All the other souls here have lost my interest. Would you like to come and see him? Inside the doors, Ulam's son sits chained to the floor amid a pile of bones, his eyes pleading, face sunken and pale. He seems well, don't you think? The creature's face twists into a cold smile. Why not leave him here? I could make a fair trade. You find Ulam's son trapped by a shadow creature. The creature offers to pay you if you agree to leave Ulam's son there. We can refuse and combat 16, 17, 18, and 19, level 16, or attempt to negotiate the release of the prisoner, or accept his offer.
I'll just say for a second, money is often useful. Money can buy goods and services.
No,
You
let's
can
fight.
exchange money for goods and services?
Let's fight. It's me,
You want
right?
to fight? That's 4 things we're fighting.
Seems reasonable.
Peter's getting bored with all this reading. He wants to punch something. Let's go.
Yes, I do. So,
All right.
Local Door Gaming says, do the fatigue tokens flip over on TTS so the icons remind you of the combat
Oh,
effects?
yeah, they do. Yep, he's right. So Harrison, not Harrison.
Harrison.
Peter, you can flip over. Yeah, and that reminds you that you have the -1 damage.
So
Thank
you
you,
don't
Logodor.
actually get a second one. You just flip it over. So do we want to eat pancakes before we fight these things? Or can we not do that at this point?
We can. We're not in the middle of a combat yet. We'd be like, hold on.
Hold on, let us eat some pancakes. I celebrate
While we
pancakes.
think about this, let's eat some pancakes. I think, let's do it. Eat them flapjacks.
All right. So who wants to take the damage? Well, hold on.
You're the only one who's hurt, so you're going to heal, aren't you?
I'm actually going to do this. I'm going to pay these two to put this combat skill in.
Then let's not use the pancakes yet.
I know. Well, that's why I changed
You're
my mind.
obsessed with using the pancakes, but let's wait.
Well, you said we couldn't do it mid-combat, I thought.
Right, well, I mean, they're not going to give us fatigue. They're only going to give us damage. So unless you think Raphael is going to die, it doesn't matter if we eat the pancakes mid-combat.
Got it.
But our best fighter is...
And Mac will not fight as well. That is another negative. I'm okay.
He's our best fighter. Or she's our best fighter.
She isn't.
Yes, she is.
Good. The captain is the best fighter.
So do
She has
we...
the best
It's only
accuracy.
one,
I do
dude.
twice as much damage as she does.
Yeah, but you're only +1 versus +4.
So
Yeah,
is this...
like I said, she hits more often.
So question. Does this mean if I discard something with a fist, I do plus damage? Is that
Yeah,
what
yeah. So that I'm sorry, I didn't know we were gonna fight this soon. Let me look at the combat rules again, real quick. Oh,
All right. While you're looking this up, I'll look for the enemies. What numbers?
Thank you.
16, 17, 18, and 19.
How did you remember that?
And it says to shuffle them, Peter. So it should be a random order.
Oops.
Oh, and Peter, you automatically get the 2 tokens since you're. Or no, is it your turn? Yeah, it's your turn, right?
Yes, that's Peter's turn.
So shuffle them and put them in a row 4, and then you take 2 combat tokens. We take 1.
Shuffle then my wayward son. All right, this is...
So they're not all together?
It'll be a line. They just won't be in a predictable order. So
Random line.
you know how you can put stuff next to other stuff, like from one to the next.
Right, I understand. I was asking, what did you say? You get 2 and we each get 1?
Since Peter is the active player, he has 2 combat tokens for each round.
So I'll go the...
Oh, okay. Combat tokens. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, and I still think you can use it on the captain whenever, like any of us can use it on the captain. And the same character can only attack twice per combat round.
So does this take 2 skulls or hearts to get rid of? Is that what that
Yes. Yeah, I think you...
And do we know what, like, the wings here or the poison or...
I'm looking that up right now.
Well, I think the poison's pretty clear.
The wings are... Fly, you fools!
So flying, enemies with the wing symbol have the flying ability, which means they have +1 defense against any weapon that does not have range. Like I know my gun is ranged. They are harder to hit if you are not attacking with the right weapon.
Huh. We need 5 damage.
But it doesn't mean you can't do splash damage to them, so...
Alright. I am going to attack with Raphael first. Oh, do we not have the combat cubes? Oh, here they are. I got my 2. Alright, Raphael.
Oh, so it says you have to do all the damage for double or triple hearts at once. So you can't, like, save damage. You know what I mean?
Yep. So right now I'm 3 damage. So I can't quite take this one out.
So do they all attack or just the one you're fighting?
Just the one I'm fighting attacks back, I'm pretty sure.
Well, and then at the end of the round, after we've done our 4 actions, every living enemy attacks us also.
Well, these are undead, so...
None of them are living, so we just win?
Yep.
Alright. So I'm doing...
Oh, and so when we when they counterattack us, our weapons block applies. So like Marco, if he's attacking an enemy, takes 3 less damage from their counterattack. But at the end of the round, when they all attack us for automatically, the block does not apply from our weapons. So weapon block only applies during the counterattack against one of our attacks.
Alright. Alright, well, I'm doing 3. But only 1 if I fail, right? Is that how it works?
Correct.
And he attacks you
go
first.
after.
And would this trigger still +1 damage? The adrenaline?
I think so.
Alright.
So
So
I
I'm
want
going
to see what
do
it says. But for now,
What
go
does
ahead
it
and draw.
say?
minimum 2. You know what? Before I decide, I'm going to use my last command token to draw 2 cards, if y'all don't mind. Because that might...
That means you can't. No. All right, good.
Well, no, you can make me reroll or whatever. Eyeballs and ratchets. So who gets... Nobody. I need anchors. So this doesn't help me, not at all. Alright, I was looking for extra damage to try to kill something. Because I didn't have the 2 to do the killing.
Well, discard 1.
Wait, why did I discard 1?
In your hand size 2?
3.
3? Oh, okay.
Alright, so I'm attacking with Raphael over here. He's got +3 to hit. I'm going to try to hit this skeleton. Yes. So the skeletal hunter, I need a 5, but I have +3, so I need 2. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, so that's 3 damage, unfortunately. Not quite enough to kill it. It's close. So it's 1, 2, and I'm going to take down his damage rather than taking out either of these. I figure it'd be
Well, if you do the top, what's the hourglass do?
That means that at the end of the round they inflict it on us. Let me check. Yeah. Yeah, they activate at the end of the round. Every enemy remaining attacks the crew and also activates their end of round ability, indicated by the hourglass symbol.
so the end of round, he's gonna make us sad. Sad panda. All right, so I take 2 damage, right?
Correct.
And you can give your token to one of us.
Yes.
Because he, yep. Wait,
So-
did he? No, I don't. No, he didn't. Oh yeah, he did.
Yeah,
Fine.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
What is your token?
So it's 2 defense. So Jerry, are you gonna kill the skeleton? You think, or are you gonna move on to something else?
I mean,
I think at some point the captain should shoot the infested eye. She can almost finish it by herself.
Okay, so I'll give her defense for its attack.
that's
Sure.
not the captain.
Yeah.
Whatevs.
All right.
All right.
So is it my turn?
Oh
now?
wait, Pete, oh, you don't have 2 command, Peter. I was gonna say you could have spent 2 command on Raphael or Mac to add 1 damage to the attack and finish the guy off.
All right. So there is some comments. Let's go ahead and catch up real quick. BC Eckhoff says this is a great solo game, but almost seems harder with more people. Well, so we could talk about that in our post-stream discussion. Brian says the wings are you need a ranged weapon. And then Brian also says don't forget the diamonds, synergy tokens. Yep. We got all that. Cool. All right, Jerry.
Yeah, I mean, I played solo, and I think the advantage of multiplayer is that you can hold more cards.
Sure.
I think other than that, it's pretty much all disadvantage.
All right. So I guess I'll attack with Kasumi
All right.
on same guy
Yes, get him.
or gal.
Now you can do 4, Jerry, which would let you kill this skeleton straight up with Kasumi, because she does 3, and then if you discard a wolf token.
Oh yeah, I think it has to be an equipped skill.
Oh, never mind.
I forgot to look that up, but I think that's how it works. Rulebook, not always the best.
Well, if that's the case, then I can get rid of adrenaline, and I would kill that first skeleton, and I would definitely do that.
I'd say you did that, then you would not have gotten counterattacked at all.
So 1, 2, 3. Now I assume I get the ability from it, and then I get to use the thing. That I'm not sure about, because I got 1 damage from this, but I'd also get 1 damage from discarding it.
So by the way, it does say enemy abilities that increase attack damage can be used even if you miss. If you want to miss, you would have done 2 people with your 1 ability.
Gotcha.
What was the other thing I was looking up that you just said?
How does this work with the discarding to do extra damage?
Yes. You'd think it would tell you. It would be something someone might expect to happen. In the tutorial, they're like, hey, we'll tell you about that later.
No.
Later we met never.
Combat rules. Splash damage. Missing.
I'll look it up on BGG.
If anybody in the chat knows, let us know, please.
I'm pretty sure it's a card that you have equipped.
And then do I still get the ability of that card?
Yeah, can you do it in that order? I don't know.
That is the question, because if not, it's still the same 1 extra damage, which would not be useful. And then I would just go back to doing this. But yes, if I could kill it, clearly I'd want to do that. And take 0 damage. Easy mode rules. FAQ, combat. How do weapons in combat work? You don't have to choose a weapon per fight. You have to choose 1 weapon per attack. Great. Move weapons between crew members. You can convert multiple synergy tokens on their crew board. You can use them together in the same attack. Let's say, for example, Raphael is a synergy token. Sophie board, if Raphael... Oh, yeah, that's the synergy token, so never mind. That's synergy tokens. Oh, the extra damage can be discarded to get an extra damage, but you can't do both the card ability and the discard, is what somebody said.
Oh, it says that?
So you could not kill him.
So it could not kill him.
Right, so never mind.
So we'll just stick with what we originally did.
So I'm attacking this guy.
Yep. Oh, you put that card down?
That's not me.
Oh, just kidding. So you...
Alright, so 4 plus 2 is 6. So I hit him. I do 3 damage. So...
Now you could have
For the
played the
damage
card
checks.
first to do a 4th damage, is what we're...
I thought I couldn't play that in the middle of a turn.
Which thing?
Could he play this card that costs 2 down, so then he could discard it to do the extra damage?
I don't believe you can do that during combat. I think it's one of the 2 times, like in the middle of a test or in the middle of combat. You can't do that.
Okay, well... Oh, look at you. Taking out 3 damage over there. That seems good. Don't you have 1 more? Yeah. Nice, Jerry. Look at you. Being all smarter than the rest of us.
Okay, so I take 2 damage.
2 damage, correct. Do you have any shields?
No.
Oh, maybe I should have given you the 2 shields.
Mike?
Alright.
No, in theory, I could use the captain, I guess.
This isn't a
Yes.
skill test, right?
I mean, yeah, should I shoot at the...
You should definitely shoot at the eye.
And not the Ashen Gatekeeper? Because... Oh, he's got 5.
7.
I couldn't... Yeah, he's hard to hit.
I mean, maybe take out one of the skeletons if you can.
Take out the wings on the eye so we can fight it.
Yeah, we can fight. It's just +1 defense. It's not invulnerable. It's just a 5 instead of a 4.
No, but we
You
have
don't
to
have
have
a ranged
range.
No.
Right?
Range makes it a 4. Non-range makes it a 5.
Oh, I thought we
Yeah,
had
it's
to.
not, it is not untargetable.
And the captain has a rifle also.
Oh, yes, that's what I'm saying. All right.
Oh, and
sure, I will
by
shoot
the
it.
way, this one has a pistol, too. I do feel like
Sure,
somebody
that's
should
damage,
try to kill the skeleton.
Well,
Why?
I'm shooting...
He's going to do 2 damage.
To everybody, or at the end of the round, right?
Yeah,
But
but
it's to one of us, though.
the eye's going to do 4 damage.
Are you trying to say we could kill the eye? Is that what you're thinking?
We don't have to kill the eye. We just have to cover the damage extras.
Oh, I will shoot at the eye with the captain.
Okay.
And it will give us poison.
I've got +1. I need a 3 or higher.
Hold on. Did you cover up any stars, Jerry?
Got it.
No.
All right, so I hit. I'm doing 4 damage.
So that's the only negative.
So I'm gonna do what? That's not what I wanted to copy. Hold on. Okay. 1, 2, star, 3, 4. So here, who wants? One lets you do a diagonal hit with your damage. Like you can go diagonally for 1 damage placement.
The problem is I only have 1 damage on my characters. So that's why I was kind of hoping you didn't use the captain, so I could have used her.
You can still use her. Each character can be used twice per combat round.
Oh. Well, never mind.
Who wants to have the ability to do a diagonal damage?
Well, I guess this dude then, because I'm probably going to use him again.
And the captain is taking 3 retaliatory damage, but with your plus block, she takes 0 damage. Here's your face back. All right, go ahead, Peter.
Okay. So, yeah, I'm going to have this dude attack that flying eyeball.
You need a 5 instead of a 4.
Yeah, which is fine, because the skeleton's also a 5.
Yep.
So, let's do it. But I'm 3, right? Yeah.
You're plus 3, correct.
Yeah. So I just need a 2. Boom. 2 it is.
Nice.
So 3. I'm going to go... Now, do the cards get removed after you kill something?
No, I think they stay. So, like, it's not like this new skeleton will be next to.
So check this out.
skeleton.
1, 2.
It's only a single time.
Oh, come on!
I will double check it, but I think. Let me see. They have a little summary of each of them. It says. No, it says the Kuma replace damage diagonally. Never mind. So it is for the entire.
1, 2, 3. Sweet.
Well, couldn't you spend your card and actually it doesn't matter.
To do what? 1
All
more
right.
damage? Oh, well, this does an extra
Doesn't
damage
matter.
anyway, Jerry. Yeah, so it's literally, I'd have to discard it to do the same +1 damage. Now,
Why is there damage right here?
Because that's where I started, so I could move over onto the gatekeeper.
you attack the
got it.
skeleton.
Because
to
that was a
come
3.
Yeah. That makes sense.
All right.
All right.
So this infested eye is dead, so it doesn't counterattack me. But I did use your diagonal thingy. All right, combat's super fun.
You get to give your token to somebody
Yeah,
else.
you give your token away.
All right. I felt like I helped Mike that time. I give it to Jerry's combat character this time. All right.
All right. So the eye does nothing. So left to right, I guess, right?
Yep.
We lose 2 morale and take 3 damage.
I know. It's 2 of us gain the low morale status.
Oh, okay.
Then one of us has to suffer the 3 damage attack, and we don't get any of our defense.
Oh, just one character?
Yeah, so one character.
And
takes all
and
3.
it has to be somebody who fought, right?
Yeah, I don't think so.
All right, the
Anyway.
doctor's taking 3. There.
All right, and low morale. So low morale means to participate in the challenge, you have to pay 1 command.
Now, who's worthless?
A challenge, not a
Yes,
fight?
because-
Oh, I don't care about that.
Correct.
Here, I'll take that. With,
I'll put it on the end. She doesn't do very much.
Oh, did you take one?
You need 2.
All right, I'll take it with Raphael then.
And the skeleton
he's a
warrior's
fighter,
doing
not a
1
lover.
damage. Take the 1 damage.
Wait a minute. Why is your token like different from Peter's token?
Peter grabbed the entire collection, or maybe I grabbed the entire collection. Wait, what? Oh,
You
I
grabbed
got a
from the-
search token.
Yeah, why did you grab
What?
from the search place?
I didn't mean to. I don't know what's going on. It had the same icon. I thought I did correct.
Okay, so that was the head bad guy. Now
And
this
I
guy
just did
does
this.
1.
I did that.
I does nothing, and he does 2.
And,
And-
another
and-
one.
And another morale. So I guess I'll take the morale this time.
Mike, I could take the 1 if you would take the 2, because I could take the 1 on Raphael, who's pretty hurt anyway.
we do. Remember, if we go to the inn, everyone heals 2 anyway, so I'll take it on one of my other guys. We're fine.
All right.
Okay. So now I'm the captain.
Yes, you are. So you get.
Yeah, so I think you become the active player, so you get 2
Oh,
now.
son of a gun!
What did you do?
I tried to grab the
knows?
second cube, and I grabbed.
Who has the best fighty? Who has the best accuracy, I guess?
Probably my dude.
Accuracy is...
Peter with 3.
Mac has 4.
Well,
But
Matt
right
can't
now
do
she's
anything.
minus... Right now she, no, she can. She's just minus 1 damage.
Oh.
So it's
Which
a
isn't
single
great.
damage, so it's not great.
All right, so I'm going to attack the middle skeleton again. Actually, how much damage do I do? 3?
Oh, so Janet says, looks like the eye is fully damaged, so should be removed.
Oh, it is removed. Okay.
Okay.
never mind.
I mean, that's definitely helpful.
I guess I'm gonna attack the skeleton, the middle skeleton. So it's 2.
So Look Order
I guess
Gaming
3.
does say you can damage anybody, I think, different from challenges. So not just
Yeah.
All right, this is way more fun.
3 plus 2 is 5. I hit
Then
him
what?
for
Then,
3.
like exploring?
Yes.
I
Then
disagree.
doing those stupid challenges that we were doing earlier.
Oh, all right.
Alright, so 3 damage to the skeleton. Do
Doesn't really matter.
I kill him or do I use it to come over here?
Nah, kill him. Right? I mean, somebody's going to get hit by that Ashen Gatekeeper. That is for sure.
So I guess I'll try to finish.
Hold
off
on.
The,
You did do a star, Jerry, so you get to give your token to somebody. That's +1 damage. Seems good.
Oh.
Now, the only problem with him is he'll die if he doesn't kill it. 1, 2. So
Why'd
so
you
we've
give
still
all the
got
damage?
command. What do you say?
Goose, why'd you give more damage to him? Or did you not have a choice?
No, he got counterattacked.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure. I don't think I chose to do
Alright,
that.
fine.
Remember, he started this combat with 3 damage on him, so that this adrenaline kicked
There.
in.
The captain
All
can
right,
have
I'm
it.
gonna attack the Ashen Gatekeeper.
You need a 7, and you have 1.
Yeah.
All
If I get a 6, I hit. If I get a 5, I can spend 2 command tokens to hit. Get a 4, 3, 2, 1. I'll do 2 damage, and we'll just blink him some more.
Alright.
Pwah! Pwah!
Boom!
Right. You have issues.
I'll put it on Kanan because I'd rather keep the captain's more welcome abilities.
Wait.
So you do.
I'm doing 5 damage. One,
Wait.
two,
He can
three,
give anybody?
4. Oh, he's not dead.
He can give anybody plus to hit,
Yeah,
not just
I
himself.
don't think it's +1 accuracy for himself. I think it's I mean, all the other abilities are anybody. Why would that be different?
Really? She can give 1 shield to anybody? Huh.
I mean, again, every other ability is anybody. I don't know why
Huh.
it would change.
Interesting.
Alright, so she did how much damage?
It's 5 damage if I give you back your token.
Alright.
So I can't quite kill the guy, unfortunately.
Well, get the stuff on the far left. That's.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't think it matters. Just hit these.
it's going to do that, right?
No, because take the one on the top off the head and put it on the
and do
legs.
the bot.
Why?
Because
Oh, because now somebody can
I
do
could attack the middle skeletal haunter and then hit for 3 and then kill the gatekeeper with it.
Then I
mean,
take 2 damage from
I
his
think you're
counter, by the
overthinking
way.
it, Jerry.
No, I'm not, because this guy's a 7 and this guy's a 5.
Ah, I gotcha. I understand
Your turn, Peter.
I understand where you're coming from. Well, do you want me to do that then?
Oh,
Yes.
well, my captain's thing doesn't matter. I mean, you give it to somebody.
No, but then
Diagonal
the
would not
skeleton
help us
attacks
all
me
here.
back. So no, I'm not doing that.
For 2. Yeah.
Yeah, 2's dead. 2...
Well, again, anybody who has a really good defense, like Peter, if you attack with Marco, who has 3 defense, you can completely miss the Ashen Gatekeeper and then do 1
all right.
damage after he hits you
Let's
for 0.
do that then. All right.
Yeah, use Marco.
So Marco attacks at +1, meaning unless it's a 6, no bueno. All right, no. So he gets attacked back for 3, which has 3 defense, blocks all of it, and then does his 1 damage to kill the jobber.
Frying pan to the face, baby.
All right, now Kasumi.
Oh, jeez.
I'm just moving out of the way for now.
Yeah.
All right, so we just got this one left. All right.
Kasumi kills it
Got him?
again. I drew a 3. +2 is 5. He has 5. I do 3 damage.
Boom,
Yeah,
boom.
he's dead.
Sweet.
Yeah.
All right. Turn to 161.2. Are you ready?
I definitely did not kill this guy when I did this mission last time, so it was interesting.
Well, I think
Kane-
that's what they said, though, right? Like, even though there's only one story to the game, like, there's so much to do that you're never going to do it all.
Well, yeah. I mean, like even in my best campaign, out of like the 2 I played, I still only got I got a lot. I got like 20 totems or something. But anyway, go ahead, Jerry.
Chains broken. Ulam's son hobbles to his boat, still tied near the back of the cave. Was he ever planning to let you leave, you ask? Not with this, that's certain. He smiles and hands you a stone that flickers with a dark fire. For my freedom. He bows and sets off into the sea. Ulam's son thanks you and returns to his boat. Gain 5 coins, 4 experience, and adventure card 48. The Stone of Fitness. Dun dun dun.
It's one of our totems.
So hold on. All right, adventure card 48. Did you get that?
5 coins and 4 XP.
So 48. So, and is there natural breaking points in this, or are we just going to keep going and doing the same stuff?
I mean, every 18 rounds you go through the event deck, and then like that's kind of like a stopping point, but that might be too long.
We're like at 3.
We're at 4.
Oh jeez.
So what's 4 XP? So we got 1 XP before. How are we?
Yeah, so
tracking
XP. I forget how you mark it, but it lets you buy these like permanent upgrades to your characters.
that? So we should have 5 now, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct.
I'm pretty sure we had 1 earlier.
You have a lot of money.
Did you guys want to take a break and just do our post-stream discussion after we see all this
Yeah,
stuff?
I mean, I think that was. Although I do want to see what the Stone of Fitness says, because those are usually
get the
pretty
Stone of
powerful
Fitness.
items.
Well, hold on. All right, so
Yeah.
so what's the other
Of
thing
the
we get?
totem.
163 or something? 103. So we finished 4, so somebody flip over 4, and I'll get 103.
And then we need an adventure card 48.
I already got adventure card 48. That's
Oh.
stone down there. That's this.
So XP is a common pool. When you do a port action, yeah, you can spend XP to gain a level up card. There are these, and these do not go away in between at the end of the event thing. They are like permanently. You have a new ability and you have a upgrade.
So at the end of the event deck is when we discard our hands and get rid of the stuff under us.
Correct. Well, I don't know if we get discard our hand. We might, but we get rid of the equipped cards. Yeah.
All right, so this stone costs 3 to remove a combat token. Oh, excuse me. So it's just up here. It's one of these things, right?
Yep.
Remove a combat token from a crew member and use it again. Oh, it lets you attack a 5th time.
Do you have an XP? Somebody spawn a counter so we have an XP thing.
Yeah. Sure. Where are you supposed to?
Objects, components, marbles.
Oh yeah, you just write it in the journey log. They had all these other tokens, but they decided experience tokens ridiculous. We're not giving you those.
You couldn't make a counter, Goose? You had to make individual little jobbers?
Yes, I did. Fine. Let's see. Components. See the abuse I get? This is why I'm in this game group. Nobody else would take.
Stone of Fitness is pretty cool. Do you guys see what that does?
I mean, I just read it, so.
Yeah, you're behind here, dude.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
So that means one guy can attack 3 times.
Or you can attack 5 total times is really.
Yeah, it's an extra action as well, Jerry. It's not just that another person can attack. You get to use the combat token again.
All right.
All right, so we have 5 experience here.
All right, save it. Lose it. How many totems do we need?
Yeah, so
it's the more you get, the different your ending is. But then there's also other like alternate endings based on following certain paths. So yes is the answer.
Okay.
So could we just finish now and call it a day? Like I don't mean tonight. I mean just in general. Like how does the game end?
I mean, well, yeah, you can stop at the end of any round. And they have like, if you want to pack it up, they have like things to write down where you are and like what cards you have in hand. And you just like put in your quests. Like we could just save the mod and yeah, we're good to go.
I know how to do it. Boom. We have saved. Yeah, so you guys want to play a couple more rounds or you want to do post-stream discussion?
Yeah, we can talk through how we feel. I think we've shown few combats and all that kind of stuff.
Cool. All right, everybody. Well, thanks for joining us. If you have any questions for us, please let us know. And but we'll first now give you our final thoughts. So, Jerry, you were excited to play this one. What are your thoughts? Your first time playing it?
Well, I mean, I like narrative adventure games, so I enjoyed it. Still a little fuzzy on some of the rules, so I might have to read the rule book before next time. But overall, I liked it. That was fun.
Yeah. For me, it's also my first time. I really like the combat, ironically, and the narrative didn't get in the way for me, which sometimes it does. One of my favorite things is the cards here. These little like snake attack and tea offering and all that. I just like how they remind you of what those quests were. Because I feel like there are other games like Seventh Continent and games like that where it's like you got all these things you can do, but maybe in those games they remind you as well. But it just seems like here it's very much, it reminds you where you got the quest, what it was about, and where it wants you to go. So I do appreciate that.
And you probably appreciate having someone else read it.
I did. Although, while there's a lot of flipping throughout the book, I really didn't think it was an overwhelming amount of narrative, even though it is a mostly narrative-based game. I felt like it was, like you didn't go do something and then there was like 5 pages of text, which I feel like sometimes is the case. Here, it's like a couple paragraphs for most of it.
Yeah, it tends to be pretty snappy.
How about you, Mike? Yeah, I know you've done a full review on this one.
I mean, yeah, I was gonna say, no, it's fun to play this one again. And the combat, I remember I said this back when I reviewed it, like, it's fun and I like it, and yet at the same time it feels like a totally separate game. Just kind of like stop playing Sleeping Gods for a little while and do this other thing for a bit. So I'm sort of mixed on it, but I think the mechanics are fun. Like, I enjoy playing it. I mean, you do use the same characters over and over again and never use other ones, generally speaking, even later on in combat. And yeah, like some of the stuff y'all haven't seen yet. We have like these 6 cards here right now.
Yep.
Yes. So
point them
mid to
out
late
so I can
campaign,
zoom it in. Which 6?
I'm just saying, like these types of cards is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
So mid to late game, I've had in the campaign like 40 of those.
Oh wow.
So it's like solo. I will say that while like multiplayer is, I think, pretty much strictly harder, it is nice to not have to manage everything, to like take turns. Solo, it's definitely a bear to like manage all 9 characters sometimes, and then on top of that, the adventure cards get kind of ridiculous. So I think the game has a big problem with sprawl, and I just in general prefer games that are a bit more directed. This one's very much like kind of in a way sandboxy, like go wherever and do whichever quests you want. Yeah. But that's also a big strength of it because, like you said, Peter, like you'll see new stuff each time you play. There's new places to go each time. Whereas, like one of my favorite adventure games that is very more linear is Role Player Adventures, and that one, except for like some different choices and some branching stuff, you're going to see like the same stuff each time you play. So there's pluses and minuses, but yeah, this is a fun game. I would put it in my top 10 or 20 adventure games, I think.
Top 10 so you called this, to be clear, though.
Well, I mean, this one was a reluctant call. Jason from our channel, Jason Perez, really wanted to play it and he, I think, visited my house when I had this, and he was like, "Hey, can I have that?" And I was like, "Yep." So this is one that if I had not given it to him, I would still have it, if that makes sense. So,
well, yeah, because we never even got to play it as a group.
Yeah,
well,
thanks, Mike.
Dude,
thanks,
how many narrative adventure games do we have? And we're playing on TTS right now.
I love narrative adventure games. They're my favorite kind.
I know, but we got like 20 of them. We're never finished.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
We got O-Sword, we got ISS Vanguard, we got
we
got Familiar Tales, we got Trudvang, we got
So Local Gaming says the death mechanic can be harsh. So yeah, what would have happened if my character died there?
No, I think he means like losing. Like if you lose, I mean, I don't know, I don't remember all those mechanics, but no, the game can definitely have like a poor get poor kind of thing where like the resources are running low and you don't have enough money to heal and all that kind of stuff. And there's some other things that are spoilery that I could complain about. So it's not a perfect game. I will say I'm very excited by
the new version.
Yeah, it's like the airplane one.
Yeah, like
you can travel. There's when you're like backtracking and going places, it has mechanics to speed that up. It sounds like it's got like deck building, Peter, which I know we like.
Yep.
I'm pretty excited about that one.
I heard they made some changes to the combat too.
Yes, I think it's a very different combat mechanic, but I didn't look into it too much.
I did like
For
this
me, it
combat
sounded
mechanic.
a bit like, yeah, I know it's a fun one.
Well, I like
it
that.
sounded like the new one will be like Seventh Citadel to the Seventh Continent, or like the second Tainted Grail that I just covered to the original Tainted Grail. Like it sounds like they
Refined.
might have seen where some of the, I mean, I wouldn't even say refined, like because it's some people might like the original better. I think for all three of those. But they saw where the the frustration points could be for like maybe the average gamer, and they're getting rid of those. So like streamlining a little bit in some aspects, which I tend to like.
I will say this game does seem ideal for 2 players, because even the number of characters, when you think about it, then each person gets to control 4 characters, and the captain's the extra one.
Yeah.
So like here, like Mike technically only had 2 characters. I mean,
Correct.
The captain was in front of you, but the captain's really everybody's character. So,
I mean, to be fair, that's 3 is the only player count that does that. At 4, you each get 2, and then the captain floats around. So it's that's fine. I don't mind that.
Yeah.
So while I enjoyed the combat, I can imagine it getting a little tedious if you do it all the time.
Well, so the weird thing about that, Jerry, is that it like I said earlier, you can go like 10 rounds with no combat, but then you can have like 3 combats in a row. Like it all kind of depends on, because it's like very sandboxy and open world. Now I think usually they do a pretty good job of spreading the like things that have combat in them around the map, so you're probably not going to get a whole bunch like multiple turns in a row. And then
I was just thinking it seems like you'd be trying to do the same thing each time with the same characters attacking each time.
Oh, you do. Like it's a cool mechanic, but it's totally wasted with the character, and it gets even worse once you go to the store, because you can buy items, but you're only going to give them to your best fighters, and then you just use those people even more. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
Like I think by the end of the campaign, when I was pretty kitted up and like had upgrades and stuff, I always did the exact same 4 attacks every time, like with maybe a minor variation. Like I double attack with this person instead of that person.
Well, or in very specific situations like that last one where it made more sense for my 3 shield character to block, and do the 1 damage, because that's all we needed.
Well, yeah, to show you an example here in the middle next to the captain, like the weapons you buy are crazy. Like here, the Smith and Axe is +1 accuracy and 4. Like this turns anybody into the captain basically. And they get even better than that with some of like the special items you can get.
Well, so that's interesting. So how would that card go? Would it just...
It becomes another option.
So you put it under...
like, let's say we gave it to Audrey, so like she can either attack with her wrench or with the Myth and Axe.
In that situation, it almost never makes sense to attack with the wrench. But if you gave it to the
unless
captain...
you have an equipped card, you can discard.
Well, you wouldn't give it to the captain. You'd spread it out so you have more characters you can attack well.
No, I got it, but, well, I was trying to look at it, but okay. But
I'm sorry, dude.
As an example, it didn't
it's the same thing as a captain.
It didn't have... No, it isn't, though. It doesn't have a range symbol. Range. And it uses a different icon for the extra damage, so there are slight tweaks. Even if it's, even if a character has a very similar weapon to what they'd have, I understand you wouldn't necessarily do that, but there is a reason to pick one over the other because of the symbol for the discarding and stuff like that. So there is at least a little bit of that, it looks like.
I mean, this is a good game. I mean, like, I don't know if there are any of these games that I've played recently that haven't had like some spots where I'm like, I wouldn't have done it that way. And this one has that too. Like.
Yeah,
ISS Vanguard actually so far seems pretty solid. I haven't seen anything that like is a glaring weird thing for it, but maybe it'll pop up later.
Sure. So I think we'll do one more comment from the Peanut Gallery, and then we'll probably get out of here. Successful Geek says the new version looks to fix a lot, but I'm still excited to play through this one.
Hey, no, it's super fun. Like I'm not, and I would still love to. I still like playing Seventh Continent. I still like playing role player adventures, even with the non-fixed like difficulty rolls. Like I think all these games are fun, but it doesn't mean that they can't be better. You know what I mean? And that the new version won't be superior. But it's I don't know. I'd liken it to like playing through an older video game in a series.
Sure.
Like yes, that like Mass Effect 2 had a lot of improvements over Mass Effect 1, but it's still fun to play through Mass Effect 1. You know what I mean?
Yep, absolutely.
Except when you're dealing with the inventory.
Yep, or driving the lander thing.
Or the Mako or whatever. Oh
my god.
All right, Jerry. Any
That was
final
rough.
thoughts on this one versus any of the other adventure games out there, or just final thoughts?
No,
in
I
general?
mean, like Mike said, there's a plethora of them out there, and thankfully, I think I've enjoyed most of them. I mean, I even enjoyed True Dying Legends, which has problems, but was still fun to play. So
Yeah, no,
I'm
that one-
enjoying the glut of these. And every time you mention role player adventures and um, ISS Vanguard, just reminds me I want to play those too.
Yep. And especially role player adventures now that they have official, not the game official rules to make the game not the easiest game ever. That's certainly good.
Hey, you can't possibly get as easy as True Dying Legends, right?
Well, yes, that is true. I mean, True Dying
Where
Legends,
you
can
actually
literally-
cannot lose.
Yeah, did I tell you, Jerry, that I? Sorry, minor spoiler for True Dying Legends. Anybody watching? But did I tell you that I looked through what the end state of that card is, and it continues to not matter?
Oh, really? No. Oh well.
Yeah, like it doesn't even. Yeah, so it's just nothing.
So if
So
wanna
you
hear-
heard it here first. Mike cheated at True Dying Legends, the game that you can't even lose at, and he still cheated.
Well, no, we could lose. Remember, we did lose at that one point because we literally.
That's right.
went down...
We were in a null state. We couldn't ever finish the quest.
Yeah,
That's right. We didn't lose. We
just,
were just in
we
an
couldn't
eternal
go-
loop.
Yeah, we couldn't proceed any further.
We were
yes.
Groundhog Daying it.
Yeah, so if you want to hear our thoughts on Trudvang Legends, we just did a podcast on it last week, and we have something right here on the stream channel for you to look at our thoughts on that as well. For me, this one stands up. I'm pretty excited. I would say even shines above some of those other adventure games for me, at least in their initial iterations. I like it better than... I like Tainted Grail well enough. I didn't get far enough for it to annoy me. I think Seventh Continent, the reason I dislike Seventh Continent the most is because I played it the most. I played several hours of that one in non-ideal situation. So for me, and especially...
Hold on, I'm checking the back of the cards, Peter.
Especially knowing that first mission for Seventh Continent's like 21 hours or something like that. And I don't know how long the first mission for this would be. We finished this one in a spot where I didn't get annoyed with it yet, right? So, I mean, that's a problem with me with all these adventure games. We were talking 20, 30, 40 hours in. Do you want to keep doing the same thing while you're doing fun stuff here? I don't know that I want to do any of these things for 20 or 30 hours.
Well, I mean, that's a problem, I think, with the genre and your preferences, Peter, and I totally get it.
Yep.
These games tend to be built on generally, streamlined light mechanics and usually very, repetitive mechanics.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, an interesting thing to compare it to, Peter, is I think you like Arkham LCG a lot more,
Yes.
even though that also has a very repetitive and simple, draw a token from a bag resolution system. Is it because the scenario is very so much, or because each scenario is kind of its own little thing, and then you can pack it up and play again later? Why do you think you like Arkham more compared to something like this?
That and the card play.
Yeah, I was about to say,
that's good.
he's
Yeah,
going to
yeah.
say the card play.
Because the game itself, the resolution's the same, but the card play is very different. Where it felt like
Yeah.
even Seventh Continent with its pick how many cards you want to draw. That decision never seemed that interesting to me. Maybe the first couple times I did it, but
I mean, again, I got to show you that game again because I know you like Seventh Citadel, so I think you would also like Seventh Continent more
sure.
if you played it in not terrible situation. You know what
Of
I mean?
course.
The worst possible way to play Seventh Continent.
Yeah,
With
but
every single expansion, not looking at the back of the cards in a bar.
Yeah. So if everyone who hasn't heard this story, we've heard this several times. So Peter played in a loud, dark bar with how many players, Peter? 5 players?
it was 4 players or 5, whatever the maximum is. Yeah.
So max player count. No one
With
had
the
played
expansion
before.
that you couldn't kill
with
the worms.
all the expansions,
There was-
including expansions you're actively told not to use until you played the game a bunch and
Yep.
you're used to everything. And they never looked at the back of the starting quest cards. So they had no idea where to go.
No idea.
So
No
it
idea there was a
literally-
map because literally only one person saw that card. And that one person was teaching the game and never showed the card to anybody else. And we had no idea where we were going. So
Yeah, I every time Peter says I don't like Seventh Continent, I liken it to somebody watching, I don't know, Raiders of the Lost Ark. But they're in a movie theater. There's a tall person in front of them blocking the screen. There are 2 loud children next to them. And some guy in the back keeps poking them in the neck, and dropping popcorn on their head.
Exactly.
And Peter's like, Raiders of the Lost Ark sucks.
Sucks. Yeah, right.
to be fair,
Exactly.
I enjoyed the initial island in Seventh Continent, but I
Yes.
wanted to be done after that.
Yes, no, Seventh Continent does go very long, and unlike, even this one, I think has clear like progression. Like, yes, it's a long adventure overall, but you're finishing this quest. Like, okay, I resolved this one thing. Seventh Continent doesn't, very rarely gives you. I mean, it depends on the curse you're playing, but it very rarely gives you like nice touchstones. Like, for example, in there's not a spoiler, it's just kind of a general overview, but in the like first one, the Cursed Goddess, it does take people like 20 to 40 hours to beat usually. That one has kind of like 4 points that make you feel like you've done something before you finally beat it. But each of those points can take you like 5 hours to get to. Or you might never find it if you just go the wrong direction.
Like I said, getting off the first island was very cool. Like, I enjoyed that
That's
part.
true, yeah. That's probably you're right. That's a nice quick touchstone.
Yeah.
But then after that, to do the next thing, even with the map, takes a little doing and a little exploring and a little bit of luck.
Yeah.
All right, we got some questions here.
Go ahead, Jer.
Let's see. Late to the conversation. This is my question. Can you sum up your thoughts once more? We'll post this on the YouTube channel, the YouTube streaming channel after this, so you can take a look at what we said about this. But follow up was, what would you recommend out of Tainted Grail 2.0, ISS Vanguard, Sleeping Gods, and Oathsworn?
Oh,
and
I mean
that's easy for me.
Totally.
That's easy for me.
Well, yeah, but you haven't played half those games, Peter. Yeah, so I will answer that since I've actually played all of those. I mean, those are so in quick succession. Tainted Grail 2 and ISS Vanguard I've just played recently, both Awakened Realms. Tainted Grail 2 is not done yet. I played a prototype. ISS, I'm playing the final game. I would say between those, that's tough. Tainted Grail is a bit more focused on like overworld exploration, and has more like kind of interweaving like narratives and quest options because like it is this big overworld. Whereas since ISS is more focused on like individual planet exploration, it feels a bit more like scenario and episodic. So that might just appeal to you in different ways. Oathsworn is like a totally different beast.
Yeah, it's just a boss battler.
Like boss battler with like narrative elements in between, but they even let you like kind of fast forward through the narrative elements. So
and
really,
I recommend you fast forward past those elements, in fact, and use the book.
Yeah, so Oathsworn is kind of the least discovery based, the least exploratory, but like the combat and all the mechanics are the heaviest in Oathsworn out of all those easily. What was the fourth one, Jared? They said
Sleeping Gods.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, Sleeping Gods gives you the most freedom. ISS is in between. Tainted Grail is a bit more linear, especially the new one is more linear than the original one. Personally,
but you like more linear.
I'd probably go with either Awakened Realms one over this slightly, but all three of those are really good. Yeah, Oathsworn's the only one of those four that you named that's like totally different, like not even the same genre of game.
Well, I mean, the narrative element is kind of similar.
Well, that's true.
But
yeah.
I'll give a different perspective. I have not played ISS Vanguard or Tainted Grail 2.0, or although I did watch Mike's playthroughs, available on the One Stop Co-op Shop YouTube channel.
That's right.
I will say that of those four, the only one that's currently available, I think, is Sleeping Gods.
That is true, right. and it's by far the cheapest. So that's also
and it is by far the cheapest.
Well, maybe not by far. I think it's still like 80 or 90, maybe. So
yeah, but Oathsworn's going for $500 to $700. ISS Vanguard hasn't even.
Yes,
I think it just landed.
Delivered.
Yeah, it hasn't even been delivered. Tainted Grail 2.0 hasn't even had its campaign yet.
It started the campaign next week.
So if you're looking to play something in the next, I'd say 6 months to a year, your choice there is Sleeping Gods. So,
but again,
which would not be a bad choice.
Another one that's one of my favorites in the genre is Seventh Continent, and you can get the I think the classic pack for like $40 or $50 still. So that's a nice.
That's pretty cheap.
Option.
Role Player Adventures is available too, isn't it?
Yeah, that's pretty expensive. And again, for that one, you're gonna want to find the official variant, unless you just like kind of steamrolling the game, because the story is great in Role Player Adventure. So my son and I have played it on the normal difficulty, which is super easy, but we still had a blast just because the game is fun and the story is great.
And there's some other ones coming out too. What was that one we played? I think it started with an A or something.
Oh, I love that one.
Can't remember what it's called.
Iridia, but Iridia is also coming out. I mean, yeah, there's so many of these. Do you remember what that was called, Peter? The one we played that was like in a map book?
You're asking the wrong guy.
We played multiple games of it, Peter.
I mean, I'll be honest. My favorite of the ones mentioned, which again we've pointed out is not the same, is clearly Oathsworn.
Yeah, because it's not in the genre you don't like that much.
Yes, correct. I mean, there is a lot of narrative in that, but again, you can skip the narrative if you want. It's more of a boss battler, so the combat is tactical combat is the central mechanism of it. So if you tend to like games like I like, then you might like that one better. So it is a very different game than these, but yes, it is different.
Yeah. Agamonia. Is the game.
Yes, thank you. That game is great.
I enjoyed
love
that one. Yes, that was very good. And Title Blades 2 is going to come out.
Title Blades 2 is great too.
Yeah, I mean, that's another great one, but again, in the boss battler genre, not the overland adventure.
I would call that more dungeon crawler than boss battler.
I
think only one scenario out of 3 or 4 we played had a boss in it.
All right, touche. All right.
But yeah, so long story short, so many freaking great games in the dungeon crawler and adventure genre. Like, yeah.
Yeah, they're a lot of fun, but they're also all huge and expensive.
Well, so here's what I would say. Watch playthroughs, right? Not necessarily just our channel. Watch playthroughs on a bunch of different channels. So, you could start with one channel like ours that does a bunch of them, and then see which ones look the best to you. Then look to a different channel and see if they still appeal to you, even with other people playing them. I mean, that's
find a boring channel and see if the game still looks fun. That'll tell you, because people can watch like Colin or Banter play anything and they'll be like, this game is the best game ever.
Yes. So anyway,
right,
well,
we have another question here. One more. Is the card play during combat in Oathsworn appealing and help with the length of the game?
I find it very appealing.
I mean, it's
because
yeah. Go ahead.
I mean, it's a cool resource. The cooldown mechanic, but where you control it and you can like tactically get cards back faster, I think is very engaging. Using cards to defend yourself and then taking them out of your hand, but those cards can also cycle cards down. I think like all of that is really cool. I've heard it compared to Gloomhaven. I would say it's a little bit lighter than Gloomhaven's card play. The decisions are maybe a little bit easier.
Well, I think the decisions are more interesting, personally.
Well, I was gonna say I would say they're similarly interesting, but I think it's certainly more streamlined and faster and keeps you in the game a little bit more. But Gloomhaven's great too, of course.
And you level up faster too, so you're gonna see more cards more quickly in that one as well. You're not just getting a new card every like third or fourth mission. You're getting a new card pretty much after each mission, if I remember correctly. See, it's been a little bit since I played Oathsworn now, but I remember.
I don't think you get a new card each mission. I think it's about every 2 missions. I would actually say it's pretty similar to Gloomhaven, because also the item growth in Oathsworn is pretty anemic, because like it's only every 2 or 3 scenarios that you actually get to a new item deck that is truly stronger than the previous one. So like you'll go from item deck 1 to item deck 2, but you'll see half the items from item deck 1 are still in item deck 2. So yeah, Oathsworn is great, but I think the leveling is not its strongest point.
Yeah, Gloomhaven just spreads out the leveling between buying items at the store and
getting the cards in your combat deck and all that.
Exactly, they just spread it out.
Yeah, and similar with what's the one we've been playing recently? It's Stars of Icarios. That also has kind of a spread out but pretty fun leveling system.
Which, by the way, come back Tuesday, we'll be reviewing that live here. Mike and I will be talking about Stars of Icarios. So that's
another one to add to the list.
Long list, man.
Narrative adventure game.
And then they're sending me more, so there we go.
All right, everybody. Well, thanks for joining us, and we will see you soon. Bye.
Bye.
Good night.